Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to Phil's Recap and Review. This is The Sopranos. Season 5, episode 9, 10, and 11. Oh my goodness. If you can believe it, we're actually back for another one of these, Matt. This seems like the quickest cycle that we've ever had between two episodes. And also, between these two episodes, Matt and I have also actually seen each other, which is really weird. I have proof of it right here. Matt got me these wonderful treats that my dog now loves, and I'm going to have to order them. Mud Pie Oh My. Obviously, this is one thing I love about the modern sort of thing, Matt, is how much like you can get something like this, like a low budget dog company that's making dog biscuits can make a Sopranos reference, and it's like the coolest thing in the world. It is amazing. So tonight,
and hold on, and not like a. I mean, anyone who knows the show knows the reference, but it's not like it's like they didn't name it like Tony Soprano or like Gabagool. Like they named it something that's like
like a real for people that are actual like deep fans. And what's interesting, Matt, I meant to do this, but it didn't actually happen. When you were here, I was going to take a picture and share it on the stream just to prove that we can be in the same place at the same time. But instead of doing that, we just exchanged like 20 dog pictures. I just sent you like 15 pictures of our dogs together. So maybe that counts. Maybe we'll show that later before the end of the stream.
There is a picture of you with the dog.
Oh, so with my dog. True. There is one with her on my lap and stuff like that. But that's
what we'll have to do. We'll have to show pictures of both of us with our one dog, like with Amelia.
Exactly. That to prove that we were actually in the same place at the same time. But we're going to get into 3 episodes, the doldrums of season 5. The reason why we're doing 3 tonight is because there's 5 episodes left in season 5, and so we don't do a season crossover. We would have needed to do 2 episodes this week or next time. And to be honest with you, the next 2 episodes are pretty heavy episodes, so I feel like they should be
very heavy.
I feel like they should be on their own. So and honestly, between these 3 episodes a lot happens, but it's more, I guess these 3 episodes are really the peak of the Tony B story. It's everything comes, maybe not the conclusion of it, but this is Buscemi's in a lot of these episodes in these if I remember correctly.
Yeah, he's a big part of them. It's also Meadow's most annoying she ever is.
Oh yeah, we get a lot of Meadow and Finn, and this is the beginning of our Finn and Vito.
It's also the beginning of it's a beginning of a lot of things that are either the last 2 episodes of this season, which are both huge, or leading us into everything that happens in season 6.
And of course, tonight we're going to be watching, I guess, one of the more, I'm not going to say popular, but more well-known Soprano episodes when it comes down to it, or talked about in some circles, with Test Dream, which there's a lot of Soprano Dream episodes, and there's a 2-part Dream episode in season 6 that we're going to get to eventually. But of all of them, I think this is my favorite one. I think Test Dream is the best altogether Dream episode.
Yeah, it's really hard to make something that's really as kind of has the same sort of scenescape as a Dream does. But I think this one does a pretty decent job of really, like, one moment he's watching himself on TV, the next moment he's in that scene that's on the TV, the next moment's back. Like, that's what a Dream's really like when you have like your weirdest dreams.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that's one thing that The Sopranos does do well. Even little things like the fish talking with Pussy's voice. It just absolutely helps the situation. And I want to welcome everyone that's joining us here live, the live mother bleeping chat. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. We got Haymaker, we got James that are with us right now. We'll probably have some other faces popping in and out throughout the evening. So we do appreciate anyone that checks these out live. We know this isn't a show that's going on right now. This is a show that
or within the last 20 years.
No, it actually originally aired. This episode aired around this time of year right now, May 2nd, 2004. And this first episode that we're going to talk about, it's episode 61 of The Sopranos, and it was written by Terrence Winter and Matthew Weiner. Matthew Weiner, if people don't know, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, people in the chat or people in the live comments, is the guy that went on to eventually do Mad Men. So this is... So Sopranos, in a way, is from that family. Anyways, we got 3 episodes, so I'm not going to do any more foreplay on this, Matt. Let's just get into it. Let me know when you're ready, when you got it queued up.
No, I'm good. You just keep saying foreplay, so I keep getting excited. But
fair enough. We do deal with Annette Bening in one of these episodes. So here we go. And quick thing about Annette Bening. Oh, I'll wait. No, I want to say it now because I don't want to waste time on the episode, and maybe I'll repeat it. Annette Bening was originally supposed to play Catwoman in Tim Burton's Batman Returns, but she got pregnant and Michelle Pfeiffer ended up getting the role. Obviously, Michelle Pfeiffer, one of the most iconic Michelle Pfeiffer roles. I'm not saying Annette Bening could have done it well. I'm just saying they had 2 people in mind to fill that suit. One of them was Michelle Pfeiffer, no arguments out of me. And the other was Annette Bening, also no arguments out of me. That's all I'm saying. We got Jay in the live chat. Great to see you, buddy. So if you haven't watched one of these with us, what we're going to do is we're going to watch these Soprano episodes live and just talk about it, just, hang out and watch the episodes and shoot the shit. With spoilers for all of the Sopranos ahead of time. And if you can't watch it live with us, we will give you context clues along the way. So you ready, Matt?
I am. I'm just so glad we got past the whole happy birthday, Mr. President. We've moved on.
Happy birthday, Mr. Big Daddy. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Here we go. Let's see how close we are. No commercials, no whammies. Here we go. Yeah, I got my HBO alert.
Oh,
Am I behind?
Yeah, it's fine.
I'll
catch up.
In fairness, Matt, I've got a lot of internet things going on right now, so my internet's a little slow. It's like you're trying to do another thing. You're monitoring Matt here. You're doing this over there. You got the chat over there. And let me mute this just for a second, just so I don't get any song situations. But I'll get the episode back up in a moment. Again, one of all intros, it's the one that I skip the least. There's some times where I do skip the intro, but of all intros of any show ever, I would say this one is probably number 1 on the list of ones I don't skip, Matt. Are there any other ones that stand out to you? Other theme songs that you don't skip when you're rewatching something?
The problem is I watch a lot of shows with my wife, and she will skip them no matter what.
I know another one for me.
I'm trying to think now.
Weeds would be another one for me. Like for the little boxes on a hillside, little boxes made of ticky-tacky. I can listen to that song 1,000 fucking times. There's just something about it. That's definitely one. But nothing like this song. This song is ultimately the best one. The Golden Girls theme, that's a very good one, Haymaker. It's hard to turn off that one. It's hard to stop thanking someone for being your friend. James Gandolfini held out for more money, so season 5 had to delay filming. I kind of remember that there was a lot of talk at the time. I remember specifically a time being in this bar, Dodge Street, with Matt and Joe, talking about if The Sopranos would even come back at all. There was a lot of talk about, and that was this big break, and then they came back with the new cast.
The first half of season 6 too, yeah.
Yeah, from this into the first half of season 6, it was a big situation too. I like this scene, and I wish we got more just stuff like this with Buscemi and Tony throughout the season. I wish we got Buscemi for a couple seasons, and this was like a bigger, longer arc. He was around. They could have brought him up. They could have planned this ahead of time. No, even this, okay? And I know people like Tony B, and I like Tony B better than Matt does, but I'm still like, he's got a little bit of Poochie Soprano in him. Simpsons fans might understand if you don't know what I mean. It's just like the character that shows up like, oh, I've been here the whole time. Hi, like whatever. He's a little bit of Poochie Soprano. So Buscemi was directing episodes from early on in the show. If you expected that you were just trying to get schedules right to get him to show up or get the enough money to pay Buscemi his rate, whatever, you could have littered it earlier and shown some pictures, had Carmela pick up a photo and go, look at your cousin Tony B. He was handsome back then.
Yeah.
Like one stupid shit like that, Matt, early on, just to make it that Tony B was actually a thing. Have him say that uncle thing about the dads. I'm blanking on it,
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Tony Uncle. Yeah, Tony Uncle Johnny, Tony Uncle Al.
Yeah, Tony Uncle Al. Like just say that.
The problem is, at this point, they had no idea a couple seasons before this that this was going to turn into anything.
Fair. And they also probably didn't know until that minute that they wanted to bring Buscemi in. I love this scene. Finn said, "Okay, this should have been."
Well, do you know why? Do you know why he left too? This was leading right up to what's that show he was on?
Boardwalk Empire.
Boardwalk Empire.
For
yeah,
sure.
I mean, this kind of got him. That I would say.
Matt, before we get past this, let's talk about Finn trying to pay right there. And
you mean Joe Perry?
Joe Perry, yes, Joe Perry, who's the answer in the trivia right now. What is your hierarchy? What is your ranking order from worst to best of Meadows' boyfriends on the show?
Worst is the obnoxious, the one that Tony doesn't like.
Yeah, the dude from college. Black. The dude from the college, yeah.
I don't think I have enough of an opinion on Jackie, not Jackie, on Pat Parisi.
Yeah, we don't get to see him enough.
I mean, Finn, I think, is my favorit, but I mean,
is that by default?
His competition is Jackie Jr.
Right, but I'm saying, yeah, exactly.
The worst.
Is Finn only that by default?
Yeah, no one's looking forward to Finn content. And by Finn, I mean Dr. Yankums.
Hey. And by the way, Polly is back finally in this episode. We get a Gab sighting in this episode, which some people say that, or some could say that that little Stevie only took the role here to get his wife on the show. He makes
give her something to do.
Yeah, every interview he says she's the real actor in the family. She's the real actor in the family.
I don't know. She's probably the worst actor in this entire show. But
Skip is in this show, but other than that, and let's see. Every Disney.
My boy Skip.
David Chase wanted to end it with season 5, but Terrence Winter convinced Chase to do more, says James. Jay says, every Disney animated show had unskippable intros. Rescue Rangers, Tailspin, DuckTales, Darkwing. Jay, did you like the Rescue Rangers movie, the Roger Rabbit-y-like thing that they put out a couple of years ago with... if not, check it out. It was a good sort of reconnection of that sort of stuff. Haymaker says, I like how Tony B was dressed like Miami Vice in the first episode. Totally was. Groove Troop had a great song. Jackie Jr. was the worst, says Haymaker. Tony letting...
Haymaker, something you're saying at the bottom, I actually have a huge problem with that. We don't have to get into it now.
No, we'll get to it in a second here. As this is the moment that Tony starts to realizes without doubt that Tony B was the one that killed the dude. Yeah, right here. And he immediately has a panic attack, too. Wow. I'm stuck in a J.J. Abrams movie right now with the lens flare. I got to wait for the sun to die down. Oh, Matt, I'm sorry that I'm forcing you to look at yourself tonight. Like,
I'm not looking at myself.
You're like, I won't look at that part. Now you are. Yeah, hi, Matt.
I'm not, though. I'm on a different screen.
Awesome. Okay, perfect.
I'm watching the TV. I'm not looking at us.
Oh, perfect. That works then.
See, right now I'm looking at myself on the screen when it doesn't look like I'm looking at myself on the screen.
Let me ask you a question. Jackie Jr. definitely almost drowned in 3 inches of water. Tony not letting Finn pay No We're Not Equals has no right to pay for dinner, and it's also about his own family. Like, if once he's married, Tony would be okay with him paying for that dinner. Once he married Meadow, because then it's his family.
I think another thing is Tony also knows that, like, for as many ways that he's a shitty dad, his one means of like currency as a parent is actually like, I can just pay for shit. That's what I do.
Dude, that's like his the only thing he knows is money equals happiness, or money equals love.
Haymaker, I'm going to mention this now, and we can talk about it in about 7 episodes when we get to it. I realized this. I had this revelation 2 days ago that line where you just said, let me ask you a question. When the security guard was sucking him off, they don't actually listen to Finn tell the story when he asks him that question. There's no way in the world that Finn could have possibly told the story where he didn't make it sound like Vito was the
catching.
one giving the blowjob.
Yeah, catching.
How do you tell the story without thinking that he's catching.
Maybe they were just clarifying, like you're telling something crazy, like Matt, I just grew a third nipple. You'd be like, a third nipple? What do you mean, a third nipple? Like
no. Well, how would you possibly say it? I saw Vito involved with fellatio with a security guard. Like that's the only way he could say it. No one would say something like that.
I saw Vito. Got to work early. I saw Vito in the car doing something.
No, they say sucking him off. There's no way.
With another guy. I saw him with another guy.
No. They didn't say that. That doesn't imply what they were doing.
He could have said I saw him with another guy.
He says when the security guy was sucking him off. He says that. He doesn't say fucking him. He doesn't say anything else. He says sucking him off. You can't tell the story any other way. That's it. I don't want to get into it now.
Okay.
We can talk about it in 7 episodes.
Okay, well, we'll see. Maybe that is a mistake, or maybe a line was cut out. I want to get into this absolutely, James. What the fuck? Rusty is the worst character. Rusty might be the worst character, like the dumbest character. Excuse me. He might win dumbest soprano award. What is he thinking? He knows Johnny Sack is more powerful than they can. Why are they on? Angelo is the really stupid one. Like, Angelo is supposed to be smart. He's supposed to be retired. He knows Johnny is more powerful than Little Carmine. And
I don't know how anyone would want to align themselves with Little Carmine. He just comes across as
an idiot.
Little Carmine. Yeah.
But at least I have money.
Your thing with models.
There's no model.
I don't. This is. God bless this episode, and God bless The Sopranos. But listening to, I got to keep my camera off for now. Listening to these two try to, they're not my favorite performers on the show, and I think in lieu of a funny soprano character in the scene as well, or a bit well acted character, I think you get diminishing returns when you have Meadow on her own or AJ on their own. As much as I like Jamie and I like the actor that plays AJ, like I listen to their podcast, they're fun. They really love The Sopranos. They really love each other. They have a great relationship that's very brother and sister like. It comes off on camera, but I think they're better when they're in the family dynamic. When episodes lean on them, Matt, or scenes lean on them, I think they're some of the weaker scenes in the entire series. Like this scene right here.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit. I want to talk about anything but Meadow and Finn picking out movie. Like, I'm as bored as Meadow looks. The only thing this never really leads to anything. All this it almost leads to she's bored. She needs something better. Like, and then ultimately he asks her to marry him, and then they break up off camera, between seasons, where she's just like, don't ask me about it. Like they started to put seeds, like they're bored. They have this thing where they can't really get along or can't agree on anything. And they could have sort of leaned into that with an interesting story of them breaking up, or maybe he did leave because he was scared of Vito, but instead they had Vito run away. Like, I don't know. I don't.
And Vito's still in season 6. And Finn's still in season 6.
Yeah, it was between season 6, 1, and 2 that he disappears, right?
Yeah, it must have been, because he tells the story. Because in the beginning, when Tony's in the coma, Vito's still around, like,
right,
not wanting to give Carmela money and stuff. It's not till after
and
that.
Because he threatens Finn at the hospital, if I remember correctly. This is a great scene, too, where Carmela starts to realize, and this is one of those things where if people don't think The Sopranos was playing long game stuff like modern television, Tony talked to his lawyer friend way early in the season, and this is the payoff for that, where Carmela it might have even been the end of last season. Might have been the end of season 4, where he talks to his lawyer, and his lawyer tells him to talk to all the divorce attorneys in the area. And we get a sight of the bear again, which to symbolize Tony still surrounding the house. The return of Polly. Excuse me. I'm usually on Polly's side with his, like, Polly Jr.'s an idiot. But on that joke, his joke wasn't even funny. Like, Polly, our Polly told a far better joke.
There was nothing smart about what he said, yeah.
Holy shit. Is that Saragusa?
We lost audio for a second, but it's semi-back.
I'm back. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
No, I turned it off because I was burping.
Well, you turned the TV off too, though.
Oh no, that's Fair enough. Yeah, I don't realize that you can hear me or people can hear us along. So, Joey Peeps couldn't be too much. And this leads to some of the funniest stuff in The Sopranos with them doing the grave, saying Peeps on it and stuff.
It's one of the funniest things. One of the funniest jokes in the show.
It really is.
Yeah.
And this is an amazing scene too. I wish they played into this more, Matt, because unlike Richie and unlike Ralphie, when Buscemi gives these fucking looks to Soprano, when he can put, as an actor, he has just as much gravitas and presence as Gandolfini has. So he can kind of play, and he's played characters we all know that could totally fuck up Tony Soprano, or at least be competition for him.
Yeah.
So there's menace in him, and he would have been he would have been better introduced as an adversary, like a real adversary. Maybe he was a hitman from New York.
Yeah, but where does he fit in? They already have like.
Have
too many adversaries
Vincent
at
be
once.
somebody different and make him Phil. But whatever. Tony Pajamas in the live motherfucking chat. The greatest.
Yeah, I was just gonna tell you he showed up.
Dude, the greatest name of all of YouTube. I can't not be excited when the Pajamas rolls into town. Comfy. It's like, it seems like it would be like a full, like a onesie pajamas with a bear, like Tony Pajamas. I want Tony Pajamas. Yeah, Mr. Pink versus Tony Soprano would have just been an awesome season of television. If you somehow set it up for the two of them in some sort of real battle and have Buscemi be as Buscemi as he's been in other things, as a real adversary, almost not comparing this to Prison Break, but almost like when you introduced Mahone, was that his name, into Prison Break to get a character as smart as Michael. Like Tony never really meets his match as another manipulating.
Mr. Pink though was way too level-headed for this. Like Tony B's the opposite of Mr. Pink.
Fair. Yeah, Tony B is emotional.
Mr. Pink is he's the most even-keeled person in that entire movie.
Yeah, it's true. He actually is. But he's also the scariest in some ways.
Because I took that test and somebody gets a 158. Well, they know a few things.
I think you fucked up the test.
This is one of the funniest lines ever here.
Honestly, I think he's smarter than you the way you keep shit.
We shitting on the test. But I'm no Goose myself. Some great stuff here.
Camilla and I slept together.
I wonder, I don't know. I feel like so much of the end of the series, and I don't want to talk about season 6 too much, but we're getting close. And season 6 is 2 seasons. Everyone can call it 1A, but it's 6 and 7, really. It's two different seasons.
And they feel very different from each other. See, I've rewatched. I've told you this before. Like I've rewatched almost every Sopranos episode multiple times, except for season 6. I don't mess with it because I hated it so much the first time. And I watched it recently, and not all of it. Like the first, maybe 2/3 of 6-1 or 6A, if we want to call it, and it's worse than I remember. It's brutal.
I love how he picks up the phone right there. Michael Madsen would have been a great villain on Sprouts. He also would have been a good Tony B.
Characterize the separation as far as amicable.
So right now, this is the only guy willing to take on her case.
Yep. And he eventually. Oh yes. Okay. So spoiler alert. He eventually drops out too.
Yeah.
Or not. It's for the assets.
Like, would you want to work against Tony Soprano? I wouldn't.
No, you'd end up dead at some point, or like your car would get torched. Or
Yeah,
something would
you'd be the victim of a Benny Fazio criminal mastermind.
Yeah.
Or something. Or you would have the Stugats parked Stugats parked in front of your house or whatever, close blasting music or something.
Yeah, it's like the stuff they do to Little Carmine, though. Like they sink his boat.
Is that a problem?
I handled a case once.
Yeah, this guy's like, oh, vending machines. I'm such a badass attorney.
Yeah, he doesn't know what he's getting into yet.
Yeah, he's like,
In less than a week,
wait till you find out who you're actually fucking with, dude.
and we're talking coins.
Yeah, exactly, Haymaker. He might whip you with a belt for stealing his girl or something like that. Like,
I dropped off.
look at Finn.
Cineplex on Broadway.
Look at Joe Perry strung out on heroin.
With jobs in construction.
Construction. That's awesome.
It's in Jersey, though.
Like, you want to call him lazy in this scene because he's just like sitting on the couch in the middle of the day watching baseball, but on a weekday. But then he's like, oh, I'll work construction. That's awesome. I'm
Yeah,
excited.
I've never done it.
Pays like $20 an hour.
This is back when $20 an hour was like gonna blow someone's mind.
Yeah, dude. He's like, oh my god, how's that even?
How is that
possible?
even possible? How could I make $20 an hour in New Jersey of all places?
And he's such a good kid. He's trying to work, but like the whole first thing.
Slow down with he's such a good kid. You know how he gets with the girl working there.
Oh yeah, he does. I forgot about that. Like, he's totally about to cheat on Meadow if he didn't throw up on himself.
Yeah, if he didn't like embarrass himself.
Like that was.
Joe Perry getting dope sick at the
Yeah.
construction site.
He's like, I did way too much coke here.
They were in the series in '98. Ancient 4.
This moment right here, Vito.
This is some of the best Paulie. The look on Paulie's face when he goes, "Who Meadow?"
And what I love is everyone there knows what's happening right now. They're just waiting to tell him. Like, they can't wait to tell Paulie to watch Kiss Ass go into fucking like overdrive. Like, they know what's coming.
Like he's talking shit to everyone. He's yelling at the construction foreman. Go!
Calls this dude Shaggy.
Oh, my check's coming yet.
I don't know. I didn't see the girl.
She ain't got him. Send the kid. Meadows' friend. When he's done with the car. Who Meadow? What are you talking?
I love this. It's so slimy. Who? What? Meadow?
The look on his face.
Ah!
Who Meadow?
Yeah. Let me pull out some money.
Why didn't you tell me you were here?
And then he makes little Paulie do it.
I know. Little Paulie gets disrespected. Him and Benny get the worst of it. In this
So is
entire show.
Little Paulie actually? We've never really talked about this stuff. So Little Paulie's not an actual made man, right?
No, he's not. Or else Gene would never be able to do what he did to him. Christopher would never be able to do what he did to him.
But Gene is. Benny is eventually.
Gene is. Gene gets made with Christopher.
Benny eventually gets made after he gets beat by Phil and stuff.
I don't know if he actually gets made. He talks about it. He says, Tony says to him, "Oh, we're going to open up the books. Maybe we're thinking about making this right." That's his line he gives to everyone when they get their ass kicked. But it is still sort of messed up that, because I think he is actually Paulie's nephew somehow, or like a close relative. It is still messed up knowing that Gene does what he does to him.
Yes.
I would think that.
And what Christopher does to him, is that later?
Yeah, that's got to be some time later in season 6.
Oh yes, because I know what episode it is. It's after Christopher has a daughter. It's when Paulie destroys his new house. It's when Christopher is married to married. It's way down the line.
I don't know. Only seen season 6 once.
You and I both know it didn't change anything.
Well, first of all, we're Italian. We don't believe in divorce.
I love how Tony is completely blind. Tony is hilarious in this scene. You don't think I'm going to make a scene?
Despite your best efforts.
Film finally synced up, by the way.
I love it. Doesn't it feel good? It's like when you melt into it. This could have been a Jackie Jr., but he made. This could have been Jackie Jr., but he had to make dumb decisions when breaking balls goes too far. Also foreshadowing Finn's working at the construction because AJ's construction in season 6. I think Jackie Jr. was always going to be a big problem because of who his father was. He never was going to be satisfied with being anything else because he is dumb and he wasn't separated from it as much as AJ was. So AJ never really but even AJ gets that eventually. Like when Tony's down, he's like, and he gets his little crew and he sort of like starts to go in the Jackie Jr. angle. And who's to say that if Tony does die in the finale, AJ doesn't eventually end up some part of the family? What is she entitled to? Shit. And
That's the best one. She's ready, to order.
Artie, you go the fuck over there and you stay there until I tell you to
Stand
stop.
over there.
And I love how he keeps bringing up 40 grand in the bird feeder. And you're right, I forgot about this. Finn, not even 1 day working there, and he's already going for the
Here's the question: what does she see in him?
Tony's. Really? You kidding me? In
What
that
does she see in Finn?
Really? Are you kidding me? In that situation, the dude that is with Tony Soprano's daughter, she's not going to get some like.
Does she know that?
Yeah, everyone there knows.
Not even close to being the same thing.
So,
Because
to her, who's involved in all this, knows all these guys, Tony's like king shit, and Meadow is like, oh, I can take fucking Meadow. You know, like that would almost be.
that was kind of like weird power.
That's why she's. I think that's why she's sort of interested.
Or she's a huge Aerosmith fan.
She could be a huge Aerosmith fan or have a Scooby Doo kink.
Still early.
That's true.
It's a weird kink to have.
Scooby Doo, give me a Scooby.
She's sitting there telling him, do the voice, do the voice, do the voice.
Please, just once do the voice. Zoinks!
He seems like a nice guy.
Yeah, they all are pretty much.
No.
So you dating anybody now?
Right there, she's like, ha 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 ha. I think that's enough for her right there. I don't think she's gonna go further. Although I think she was maybe considering it before he puked on himself.
I don't think him puking on himself helped anything.
More money for not much shirt. Relax, I'll put it on my.
This is such a weird scene between the two of them too. Like I don't even. When Meadow says "Daddy," like I've been watching this show for 20 years. I don't understand what she means there. She's like, "Daddy."
Home with the Artie can help me clean up.
James, you're right too. Like Ralphie, that was the other thing. Ralphie kept putting these ideas in his head and like, oh, I was supposed to go with them, but I got a clap from the hippie chick, so I didn't go with them that night. They took everything down.
He's an idiot, yeah. Or like Tony, fuck Tony, I'll kick his ass. You know, like he's talked that shit in his house.
So simple for you, isn't it?
Tony
Everybody was
fucked over Junior. Tony did this. Tony did that.
Even Finn got a job working construction.
Yeah, that might be the worst dad you could possibly end up with in the world.
Ralphie?
is Ralphie, yeah.
You have options.
I have an attorney. That's such a Carmelo line. You have options. I have an attorney. Frank, you raggy. Oh, zoinks.
Exactly.
How come a dentist? What's wrong with being a regular doctor?
I saw this thing on Shark Teeth when I was little.
It's so weird that Phil, like I forgot that Phil shows up here in this scene.
Yeah, but one of the reasons he shows up, to your point, they're just trying to give
Frank Vincent.
Billy Leotardo. No. They're giving Bill Leotardo this is his introduction. You remember my brother Bill?
Just,
No, I don't think we know him before this.
just so it can matter more when everything goes down later.
Yeah, which is like
I want to call it which is now.
really soon.
Yes.
No, it happens. It happens in these 3 episodes.
Yeah, it all happens in these 3 episodes. I think next episode is the Angelo thing,
See, I just can't believe that he beats the hell out of Paulie like this.
and they kind of all laugh about it and shit like that, which is
In the beginning, and then they're like, oh.
dude, stop. I've said this before, but the guy who plays Eugene auditioned and was like far down the line to play Ralphie until they got Joey Pants. I feel like an underutilized character, especially considering where his character ended up. But I think underutilized because The Sopranos had a wealth of characters. You can only spend so much time on some of these
Yeah,
guys.
and they didn't. And again, they had no idea what they were doing.
No. And
Hold this.
and ultimately Vito, you can see him waiting for the stunt too. I don't want to call out the production right there, but you can see him blink, getting ready for it. He's like,
You okay?
Paulie didn't do nothing to Eugene for hurting little Paulie. He messed up Christopher's lawn. Yeah, it's all a big fucked up
No,
situation.
and notice that neither one of those guys, Benny or the other one, put their hands on Gene. The only 2 that did were the 2 maid guys.
Yep.
To
They
even pull him back.
they couldn't stop it. The only one, these 2 were the only ones that could. And yeah, right there she's like, I'm dealing with this fucking idiot. And right there she's like, okay, I'm never hooking up with this idiot.
He was like an animal.
Studio 11 Live, Uncle D. Hey Phil, hey Matt, Uncle D here. Great to see you streaming. Just finished watching the full Sopranos series. It never seems to get old. It is one of those shows that just as many amazing shows that have happened since Oz, we'll say, until now. It's amazing to me, like a whole. People talk about The Big Lebowski and like dudism coming from it. I feel like there's a whole like culture based around The Sopranos that people like speak in short language. You know, like I said it before, like Matt shows up at my house and gives me this gift, mud pie. You say one thing, you can tell a member of The Sopranos Reddit just from like one comment they put in any post.
One comment on The Sopranos Reddit, and it's like 85 just fucking quotes from the movie gone, like from the show gone down. And
if you see like one of those people out in the wild, like on any other platform commenting or something, like, and you see a giant comment section filled with stuff, you'll always see one person that you know where they're from that will put some Sopranos reference. You know, it's amazing. Funerals.
It would be interesting to think that if The Sopranos came out 10 years later, if this was like, let's say Breaking Bad happened first.
Yep.
What would this have been like? Would it have been as big? Would it have been?
I think it would have been as big, especially if you had all the same actors and the same stuff. Like you just fast forwarded it a few years to where serialized television was more of a thing. I think you would have got less one-off episodes. That's the only difference. I think you would have got more.
I think the show would have only been better, honestly.
Yeah, it would have had one ongoing storyline from one. Instead, we got 7 distinct seasons, even though it's 6.5. But you know, it was six. Funerals are always one of the most fun things of The Sopranos. I hate to say it like that, but there's a lot of them, and they're fun. Where is my money? Where is my money, Lebowski? We care about nothing. We are nihilists. Have you heard any of Flea's new album, Matt?
I have not. I've heard it's actually good though.
Yeah, you should check it out. I think you would,
Phil,
you would enjoy it.
But you know how I feel. I have hated every Chili Peppers album that came out after One Hot Minute. I've hated it. It's not like I've just not liked it.
There's no other members of the Chili Peppers on it. It's Flea. Flea plays the trumpet, by the way. I don't know if you know that.
Oh, I know.
It's a lot of trumpet. But yeah, check it out on YouTube or something like that.
Tony does something really wild here in this conversation with him in the car.
Everything here is a little bit of, like, as much as he says he wants to stay out of it, Tony almost has a little bit of he's too guilty here. I'd be able to call him.
That's why it's crazy that he says I was with him that night. Like, I'm shocked that Tony was willing.
We were looking for his daughter, John. I promise you.
Yeah, like that's wild that he was willing to implicate himself like that. 'Cause the reason I say that is, I don't think there's anyone else he would do that for.
No,
I don't think he'd do that for Christopher.
Depends.
Even when him and Christopher were the closest.
Maybe for Christopher.
Over something this serious. Like, this is something this serious that he could essentially be starting a war.
So John immediately suspects Tony B. Because he was spotted 3 blocks away limping, and the cop said a homeless person said someone was limping away. So he's dead to rights. I hate to say it, Johnny has a good point here. He's got Tony B dead to rights. And this is a fun, awkward scene right here, like the pre-war awkward conversation. Haymaker says I met Flea at a football game once. Oh, awesome! I wonder if I could see him. I could see it going either way, whether he'd be a dick or a good person to meet. We believe in nothing, Lebowski. James says also Johnny Sack and Little Carmine fight over who's going to be boss, just like Tony and Uncle Junior did in season 1. And Tony does eventually suggest some sort of like shared leadership situation, which is a stupid thing too.
The difference is Tony and Junior are such great matches. They're very different people, but they are like equal. Like Little Carmine is just such a fucking tool.
Yeah, and Johnny is not.
Johnny's like
cold mobster.
Yeah, smart, and he's smart. He's very, very smart for like in this world. I don't think he has a 158 IQ, but
Maybe it's close.
You're living with some fucking crackhead out there. Matter of fact,
This is where he goes too far in this.
yeah.
if you could get some of your people,
I was gonna reach out to you and ask you and your people about it.
I find out you're lying.
Fucking bullshit. If I find out you're lying, you're right. Like he leaves this. This is like making a bet in poker when you have a queen high flush, and you know there's possibility that a king or ace is out there, and someone checks to you at the end of it all, right? Do you value bet there? Or do you check right there and accept your win if it's a big enough pot, thinking that the only hands that can call you are hands that can actually beat you?
How many of the flesh cards are on the board? 4?
4. Yeah, we'll say there's 4 flush
Oh
cards.
yeah. No, you have the queen. You're just
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like the river, you make a big bet on the turn. Someone calls, and then that last one comes. They smile and check to you. Like if you're bet there, it's stupid. At that point, just check because the only hands that can call you would raise you in that situation. Either they're gonna fold in that situation or you're beat. Like so. Anyways, blah blah blah. So I think Tony offers a bit too much information there. He's just got a losing hand. Exactly. John knows Tony's lying. He knows Tony too well. So by saying that, it's like you're basically admitting you're already losing. It's like what he told Ralphie not to do. Apologize. It's too submissive.
right.
In this world, they're like a bunch of friggin' dogs in a dog yard. You gotta always like you can't say something like that. It makes you look guilty. Come on, time to sit down.
This is Vito's dream. Fanning himself in the sun, looking at sweaty Finn. That's what he's made for.
Is this the same? Like, I know this is the episode that he sees him, but yeah, this is the same episode with the baseball thing too. Do you think? Let's talk about it now.
No, that might be the next episode.
Either way, it's in these next couple of episodes. And it's
It's definitely in these episodes.
Was Vito gonna kill him that night, or was he gonna just threaten him, or was he just wanting to go to the game and was gonna try to fuck him? Like, what do you think Vito was trying to do?
He was probably going to intimidate him, / let him know he's not a bad guy, / who the fuck knows.
Is he smart enough to realize
He can't kill him. He knows that because Meadow knows he's going.
Right?
He can't just like kill him.
Yeah, he's smart enough. He'll be smart enough to be like, oh wow, I forgot how little of her we see leading up to.
We really do.
Everything
leading
that
up
happens.
to
Next
what is it,
episode.
long-term parking.
Yeah, a few episodes from now. I guess it's probably
That's also obviously one of the best episodes ever.
and we'll get to that in a moment.
It's Christopher is best. Yeah, we don't need to get into that now.
Yeah, we got that. That's our next episode. Hopefully, we'll do one more before a little bit of a break during the summer. Maybe do one.
Yeah, we'll have to negotiate for contracts.
Exactly. We need to go into season 6, but let's again. We'll try to do one more maybe in June or something like that.
This is such a weird thing here.
Yeah, just like anytime we see that these people have lives, that when we see the other character,
And you know what? I didn't realize till this time around that I think Adriana is thinking about maybe ratting on Tony B a little bit.
yeah, everything, all of it. Yeah, she's they didn't go far enough down
Because-
that road.
Yeah, she wants like, well, if he's coming in and taking him out of the way, maybe I could tell him Tony B or something.
And are you guys surprised Vito was promoted to captain and not someone else? There's an episode in a moment that really deals with that well, where it's in the scene where Ralphie gets it. He looks at all the dudes in that crew, and he's like looking at all of them like, and Ralphie's like the only competent one. And similar to after what happened to Ralphie, Vito is the only guy in that crew that could possibly do the job. You know, like and I think that's why he ended up being that captain.
And because they're focused on construction, and that's his background, which again leads to the whole. It's so ridiculous because Vito has been 3 different characters in the show.
Yeah, fair enough. And also, just as they added more information, he also has a family relationship with Phil, so it makes him good with New York. So you put him in
It's
put him in that position.
right. Don't piss him off. Keep him happy to.
Exactly.
It's so weird though that like that's something that definitely wouldn't have been happening if The Sopranos came out later. He wouldn't have been the dude in the bakery, and then the construction worker that shows up to do the
modern
work
TV does not play with that shit. They just would not, unless he was dressed differently, had a mustache or glasses. There's no way he could have done this. So Finn goes to work early, looks over there and sees some guy leaning back enjoying himself. He gives him a little, "Hey, what's up, dude?" And coming up is Mr. Vito. Oh. Vito must have like a little like what's the word? Like a little wanting to get caught.
No gag reflex. Is that what you were gonna say?
That'd be awesome.
Oh no, sorry.
A wanting to get caught kink, because he's doing it at the work site, and he's also later on when he finally gets busted, he's in New York at a club that is on the New York collection stuff, and he could probably realize that, like, he's in a public place. Like go, if you want to do that, drive to New Hampshire. Drive to P-Town or something like that. Like get the fuck out of New Jersey and New York. You know, like it's.
But yeah, but having said that, there's so many gay clubs in New York. He had to have probably thought he was fine.
Maybe, but like
he was up in Yonkers because he's not going to believe the word of some douchebag from Yonkers.
Fair. I just think if I was Vito in that situation and it was life or death like it ended up being, I would make sure I left town. Or didn't do it at the work site. It's just not.
Yeah, but the work site, no one's going to be there. He knows none of the other guys are there. The security guy's not going to rat on him because A, he could just deny it, and B.
No, I'm not worried about the security. I'm thinking about I'm fine, Vito. I'm not worried about the security guy. He can lay back and enjoy himself. I'm gonna enjoy myself. But like, what I'd be worried about in that situation would be that these guys go to sleep at 5 a.m. or 6 a.m. A guy might have left something there and stops by the yard to like pick something up, or like you could see like Eugene or whatever on the way home, I fucking forgot my fucking something there. I got to stop by the yard. Or that girl or someone shows up early for work. Like that situation. I would just stay the fuck away from the work site, personally. That's just me.
That's the weirdest line in the entire series. I don't like to miss the national anthem.
Yeah, because having been to some sports,
why would that be his thing?
who wants to see the fucking national anthem?
Who says, I don't like to miss the national anthem? Like, that's the reason they get there at 7.
No. I like to get there early at baseball game because you see everyone warm up. That's kind of cool.
I don't like the guy. All right.
The no work guys don't start till 10 a.m. And some of them don't go to sleep till 5 a.m. Okay, fair. Like, Haymaker and Matt are both, you guys make some good points. Like, he's thinking there's no chance. You think that anyone can get there. And it's convenient for him and the dude. Fair.
It's still weird that he's doing it, but.
And I would just do it in a different parking lot. That's just me. I would find a neighboring parking lot, not on the job site, where even in a rare occurrence, one of the mafia guys that if they found out would murder me, and I'd be kicked out of my club and lose, like that kind of situation.
Wait a minute, is that what you guys
Oh my God. This is the most insufferable 5 minutes of The Sopranos.
Oh, where he packed.
He has a suitcase out.
And this connects. You can fall asleep and you miss this. It's connects to the conversation he had with the girl in the job site, because she says, "Oh, when you have that ring, you can't just leave. Like, but if you don't have that ring, you can just pick up your bags and leave at any time."
I was watching this episode last night and Jen was home, and she knows The Sopranos very well, but she's just like, obviously this isn't an episode she's seen recently. She was just like, oh my God, Meadow, what is, like, you're making us all look bad right now, meaning women.
Miss Jen might not know The Sopranos super well, but she knew well enough that she left an amazing Sopranos comment on my birthday post for you.
No, she does know The Sopranos that well. She does. But like, just even listening to this, she was like, oh my God, Meadow. She did leave that nice message.
Also, Matt, you were right. Ralphie put all those ideas in Jackie Jr.'s head. That's why Tony made him kill Jackie. Finn was right. He should have gone back to California. I do think he should have gone back to California. I tend to agree with that.
if nothing else, to get away from Meadow right here.
Do you know the one line I like in this, because it's a very realistic line, when he's like, I'm an artist, I want to be a photographer or whatever, and she's like, every time you're in a public place, I ask you to take a picture, you throw a fit. That's true. Like, if someone's like, I want to be a movie maker, and you're like, oh, could you, okay, movie maker, could you, shoot my wedding with a video camera, like, and they're like, oh no, I don't want to hold the camera. They get all weird about it. We have a mutual friend that's like that. His name begins with O, and he has red hair. He's like, I want to be a filmmaker. Okay, you want to help us with this little thing and hold the camera? Oh, no. If I'm going to do something, I need to do it perfect.
Dude, that person you're talking about called me for the first time in 5 years, like 2 weeks ago. It was really weird.
Really? Very weird.
The day after my birthday. He's like, hey, you want to talk? And I'm like, all right, cool. I haven't talked to him. Besides last summer when I saw him, hadn't talked to him on the phone in probably 5 or 6 years. It was weird.
Matt, the opposite of annoying ass Meadow Soprano in this scene is the amazing, beautiful Miss Danielle in the live chat right now. Miss Danielle, great to see you. Thank you for popping in here. And now I'm going to be distracted thinking about things I shouldn't be thinking about. No, I'm kidding. Great to see you, Danielle.
Well, that took a weird turn.
Didn't it? I'm weird. I'm awkward, Matt. No, Studio says, best thing for me about the series, you guys can just leave. Best thing for me about the series is there's no plot armor for any characters, even though there were characters I didn't like. AJ. There was no plot. I agree with that. Like, except for, maybe Tony a little bit at times where he should have gotten killed. He ran into situations where he got lucky in the wrong situation, like when a couple times when people had to jump on him, he was lucky.
Oh yeah, the scene when in the beginning when the orange juice gets shot out of his hand.
I thought you were just about to say the orange juice got shot out of his ass for some reason. I know my mind went there. It's like, oh, I remember that scene when.
I mean, maybe
there was. It was.
That's why he only likes it with some pulp. It's coming out of his ass fill. He can't have too much.
Exactly. You know what scene that was? That was the scene with Artie and Carmela when he's like, fucking call him fucking Artie Bucco. The biggest mystery in all Sopranos history, if it was Artie or the Indian food that caused Tony to throw up. So yeah, I agree, Matt. As annoying as any fight I've ever been in a relationship that's like a stupid fight like this, it's even worse to have to watch it.
And I'm not even saying she's wrong necessarily.
No,
it's just
she's
kind of
not.
insufferable to watch it.
No, neither one of them are wrong. It's a weird situation.
No, and they do a great job. The Sopranos David Chase, whoever directs this, did a great job of leading up to
Tim Van Patten.
Like, what's adding to this is we know it's 110 degrees in that room right now. They're so hot. They're so exhausted. It's so gross because they've been talking about the AC not working earlier in the episode. Like, which just adds to all of this. So I mean, it's definitely built to whatever this,
and it's realistic. I've been in fights like this.
And it's more believable when you're that miserable because of the weather and everything else,
and you're both irritated because you're stuck in an apartment like this, smelling each other in this gross situation, and can't even decide on where to go.
Yeah, and there's like a 400-pound gay mafioso guy that wants to
take you to a baseball game.
Kill you. I mean,
take you to a baseball game.
Who can't relate to that, right? What's it take you to see the Yanks play your Pods?
Yeah, who'd want to go see the Padres, Matt? That's what it comes down to. I don't want to go sit through. Baseball games were really long back then.
Going to Yankee Stadium's brutal, too.
Dude, imagine how long that game's gonna be too. Like back in 2004, Yankees Padres
in this heat.
Was it? And that's interleague play, right? So that, oh god,
yeah, everyone's on steroids, so like no one ever gets out. The game just keeps going on.
Yeah, those games and the pitchers took forever back in those days. Oh my goodness, it's horrible. Why a dentist? Why not a regular doctor? Those were the worst hitmen ever who tried to take out. They really were awful, and that's what I'm saying. He lucked out in a few situations where he could have easily gotten it. Furio could have taken him out by that propeller. That was my Boston accent.
They talk about the luck on that guy when him and Adriana get in the accident. How he kind of walked away from it.
Yeah, how many car accidents does Tony get into in the entire series? I lost count. It's 3 or 4, isn't it? It's not just.
Yes, A-Rod was on the Yankees back then. I stopped watching baseball after 2004, but I was very much a huge baseball fan up to that point. That was the year the Red Sox won their first World Series, was this year. So A-Rod was 100% on that
Do
team.
you know what I remember about that year? Just quick aside, and I don't know if you were there or you were still friendly at that point, but with these folks. But I won't say their last names, but our two friends, Brett and Todd, had a party during that playoff series. Like the Red Sox were down 3-0, and the night of Game 4 was a party at their house, like one of those parties where they'd have like Dan come over and spin, and Brett would spin, and they had like a huge party, and everyone was out
At their parents' house?
Yes.
Huh.
Or maybe it was one of them. Maybe it was just a.
Oh, I was still really close with the B kid at that point a lot.
So
Yeah.
maybe it was a tea party, not a B party, but either way, I have a memory of a lot of us being there, like Joe and like in Opie.
I probably I would have been definitely.
And I was like the only one sitting inside watching the game, and people started to slowly file in as the Red Sox came back in that game, and that was the game that sort of turned around the series. I just remember that specifically, being at their house watching that game on the couches, where everyone was out back raving it, and I was like, this is music. It's like, why I have to listen to the, like, no offense, Dan, you were very good at it, but I don't want to sit there and listen to Dan spin house music, who was very good at it. I just want to say, like, if you're into house music, Dan spun some good house music.
Yeah, Money D, the house chef, was his name, if any of you are interested. No, I'm not making that up. That was his name.
He was as Danielle put it, he was an interior decorator.
Learning about her cousin.
I did. My Boston accent came out there on that one. His house, but his house looked like shit. Thank you, Haymaker.
In what way?
He hurt his foot.
Okay, so
So concerned about your cousin's foot.
Yeah, this is Tony trying to like explain why he's upset about the foot, but not being able
to
lie.
say it all. He's like getting frustrated with the situation. And as much as I don't like the twist, I was gonna say this earlier.
Forget the foot.
Fuck the foot.
I worry about him.
As much as I hate the way they ended the storyline between him and Melfi, it starts to make sense when you see how he really uses her. He's not using her for therapy, for getting better. He's using her as a consigliere. He doesn't use Syl in this job anymore from the time that he really starts to trust her. He works out his thoughts through her, and it's all circling in on him, which is part, and I'm a big proponent of that. I'm in fucking therapy 8 times a day. But he doesn't use it for what it's worth. What he uses it for is to talk through his mob thoughts.
Well, he also thought when he first started going there, she'd be able to just give him a pill that would make the thing stop.
Yep. That's why we all go. Fuck it all. I want a pill that says...
No. He does have a big moment here, though, when he finally...
Sucking motherfuckers.
My wife also had a response. The first thing when he says that word Mulanyan is one thing, but then the next time he throws out the even more racist term, Jen cringed when she heard it. She's like, all right, that's enough.
I'm done. Have a good night, Matt. It's like...
Yeah.
Did you ever see Syl play with the E Street Band? I've never seen Springsteen live, but I did.
Neither have I.
But I did know of Little Stevie before I saw this show, for sure. Like
your cousin Alan, I believe. Oh no, one of your cousins I know has seen him. Was it Alan?
I think Alan. I think maybe Alan and Craig.
Might have been both of them. Yeah, I was gonna say because Alan was on with us last time we had a show.
Alan had a phase where he kind of looked like Little Stevie, where he was wearing the bandana all the time.
He did.
He had a Little Stevie phase. I just mean with the bandana. Not that he visually looks like Syl, but there was probably
no one should look like Syl.
No, I wouldn't.
Still shouldn't look like Syl.
Alan's a handsome guy. He doesn't look like Syl. But there was I mean the bandana. There was like a 3-year period he wore a bandana.
This is a big deal. This is the only time and the first time Tony's ever said this to anyone.
It's not that. I just need some fucking...
Because he's actually having a panic attack while he's here in therapy. This is good point, Matt. This is one of the better therapy sessions because we actually have sort of closure. I think they almost hit their...
And she doesn't let him off the hook. She just says, no, sit here and go through it.
But they almost hit their orgasm too early with it. Well, post his surgery, his therapy scenes almost suck a little bit. Oh, awesome. Danielle's sister saw them the other night, actually. I know they're on tour right now with all that. I don't hate Springsteen, but I'm not the hugest fan. but I get that people dig him. It's not my favorite.
Yeah, I'm the same way. But having said that, I've also heard that you've heard this from everyone that's
Puts
ever
on the
seen
amazing
him. When you
like
see him
6 hour.
live, yeah, exactly. You go there and you're like, oh, I get it.
But
I haven't.
My ex-wife's favorite band of all time is Dave Matthews Band. I fucking hate Dave Matthews, like as a vocalist. Like I hate all that sort of shit. I hate all his songs. Because I'm in a relationship with someone for fucking 12 years, I got dragged to probably 7 or 8 Dave Matthews shows.
Interesting. What'd you think?
The live show was fucking incredible. The drummer is the best drummer.
The drummer's he's sick. In
the
his own way,
saxophone player and the trumpet player shred.
Yeah.
The guitar player is like a sexy jazzy guitar player. The bass player is solid. Dave is funny and engages the crowd. I just don't like Dave's voice or their songs. They just suck.
Yeah.
But when they just jam, I'm like, oh cool, they're a good jam band. But
and they're very tight when they jam. And I've seen Fish,
especially the horn player,
like that.
And I saw
and the drummer's a machine.
The drummer is literally the best. The drummer's literally my favorite drummer in the world. He's incredible. He's
a machine to play that type of music. You don't hear other jam band, if you want to call them a jam band, drummers sound like it.
But I hate the band. I hate Dave. And I've heard Springsteen's similar. Like you it doesn't matter. He's gonna jam the fuck out every song. Aerosmith's that way too. Whether you like Aerosmith or not, they're gonna take their songs and like Finn is gonna jam out for hours there. There's a reason Stevie Van Zandt wore the bandana. He got into a car accident when he was younger. Oh, I did not know.
Is that why he has the hair that still has too?
Is that what happened to his face? Oh, okay. That makes a lot of sense now, Stevie.
Okay, that leads us to one of the funniest lines 2 episodes later, where he says, being in here is like taking a shit sometimes. And she goes, I like to think of it more like childbirth.
No, it's like taking a shit.
And he says, no, it's like taking a shit, but that comes back in the dream episode amazingly.
Matt, I don't want to talk. Well, I don't give a shit. But I, as I mentioned earlier, I don't want to reiterate something I already said. But I go to therapy, and I'm lucky. My therapist watches a lot of TV, so she gets a lot of my random references. But she has never watched The Sopranos, so I cannot tell you how many times I just quote Tony from therapy stuff, like just for the fuck of it, right? I've said this is like taking a shit before, and I play it off as, I'll say I stole this from The Sopranos. She's like, I'm not going to watch that. I'm like, whatever. But but I quote a lot of Soprano stuff. The one I do the most is, I don't feel like therapy today. Thank you. Going out of here. And I call her a fucking cunt. No, I'm kidding. I don't do.
Oh,
I'm kidding.
You tell her she needs to go into witness protection or needs to go hide.
I call her up and tell her she has to go to witness protection.
This is such a weird thing.
We're getting married. Go into the chapel and we're going to get married. And Carmela's horrified as she looks at what's it look like, a really fat seal in the pool.
Looks like the bear.
It does. It does kind of look like a bear doing the backstroke. She's a whore. I love The Sopranos, which makes the word like adds so many syllables to that word. Whore. Studio 11 says, I always thought Sil was a yes man and Melfi was really his inner voice. I would agree. Oh, here's the episode.
Yes.
If I was a carpenter and you were a douchebag. Okay, before we get into our second episode here, let's play our voicemail that we have from Jay. And I forgot to mention, if anyone
what are we doing? Pausing?
No. Let it play. We're just going to... I'm muted.
No,
let it play. Don't pause.
Mine just started there.
Yeah, mine just started too.
All right.
I'm just playing this while the theme's going on. If you weren't screwing with my timing here. So here we go. If anyone wants to call in and leave a voicemail, you can, or call in and talk to us live at 781-990-8509. Let me know if you want to talk live. Right now it's set up for voicemails. Here's Jay.
Like most of the early morning cartoons from like the 90s, in the 80s, and they stopped doing them sometime in the 2000s or whatever. But those eras of shows really had theme songs that you really got into and really wanted to see.
I agree.
Or whatever, like Pup Named Scooby-Doo and most of the other Scooby-Doo theme songs and things like that.
Where
I feel
are
like
you?
my generation really had
Even the
And
gummy
if
bears.
this
I don't know if
Your
you remember that one.
gummy bears bouncing here and there and everywhere. We are the gummy
oh yeah,
bears.
and X-Men. was
Yeah. Oh, da
another
da da da
one,
da
too.
da
He-Man
da
had
da
a
da.
cool theme.
The X-Men theme and the
Even-
Spider-Man one too was real cool. Thank you, Jay.
Babies.
What was that? Oh, Muppet
Muppet
Baby.
Babies, yeah.
And Fraggle Rock was a great fucking theme.
Yes, it was.
Down in Fraggle Rock. Danielle says my uterus just got pierced. Both of them. Jesus. We got Polly Walnuts herself in the live chat right now. Danielle Walnuts in the live chat. Oh, you gotta throw an O after that one. High speed fiber optic cables. So this episode, I'm trying to remember what happens in this episode. Let me see. Oh, yeah, this is called Cold Cuts. This was originally released May 9th, 2004, written by Green and Burgess, directed by Michael Figgs. And this is... Oh, is this the Janice beats the shit out of...
Yep.
Oh, yeah, we got a Janice
Certainly
episode.
is.
We got
One
a
of the
Janice episode.
shittiest things, and this is a guy who's murdered people, cheats on his wife all the time. One of the shittiest things he does is go try to undermine her at dinner afterwards.
Yep.
Like
with the
it's such a shitty thing. I wonder how you say, "Oh, I grew up without a mother" in French. Like it's so messed up.
ooh la la, ooh.
Yeah.
Okay, that's this episode. This is an awesome episode. As much as I want to hate, or as you can hate, you should hate. Janice is horrible. Her episodes are always home runs because her and Tony really feel like dysfunctional brother and sister. There's nothing that doesn't feel genuine about their bullshit. Excuse me for 1 second. Come on, Janice. In fairness, I'd want to punch this fucking woman too. This is part of the reason why I'm glad I'm like, as of this point, you know, we're never too young, Matt. Never too old.
I am if I'm staying with my wife.
But for whatever it's worth, Matt and I are both around the same age and we don't have kids. I would be like Janice in this situation. If I could not do what friend of the show, producer Nick, does, like coaches his kids basketball team and keeps his head together. I'd be screaming and ripping people's heads off. I'd be Janice. I'm that way with my dog. You know, I'm like a furious dog parent.
Oh God, yeah.
Sacre bleu, where is my mama? I don't know.
It's an awfully choreographed fight here, though.
Oh, full, completely. The Bobby Tony one's much better. But in fairness, Piper Chapman can't fight Janice. Benny Fazio, criminal mastermind, following Tony there. Excuse me for 1 second, Matt, as I'm going to go grab a drink.
The scooters came in, but there was no opportunity to grab them because of increased security at the ports.
Jesus Christ. The young crowd is crazy for these scooters. He owes me half that fucking load.
You're not buying it. I don't know what that
For those of you who aren't old enough to have been around back then, Vespas were actually a cool thing for like a couple of years, and this was probably the peak of Vespa's popularity.
interesting timing. When John had that little chat funeral, and that was certainly no Vespas. All right, I'll take this. Oh.
I think Carlo is one of these characters too that has such an interesting arc if you really think about it, just like Noah, and not Noah that we talked about earlier, Meadows' boyfriend. Like Carlo is the other thing that you can talk about in the finale, that if Tony isn't killed in that place, the feds actually have for the first time an actual case against Tony because Carlo has been spun. Like it's that little thing that's sort of thrown in the finale that doesn't often get talked about because it's like it's the last episode and what's the point? And Tony, a lot of people think Tony dies anyway, but they specifically
Including David Chase.
Maybe he changes his mind a lot. But it's easy to say now, unfortunately, with Gandolfini gone. And we'll talk about this when we get there, obviously. But my philosophy has always been that it wasn't even to be tricky, wasn't to be clever. It was Chase wanted to leave his options open. He wanted to create an ending that could have served as Tony dying, or could have served if 10 years from then they wanted to get back together and do the trial of Tony Soprano, and which I thought would be the Soprano movie, where they would interlace flashbacks from all through the history of the series, so you could bring back all the actors, interlaced with Tony in a court case, with finally dealing with Carlo, turning state's evidence and facing prison time and stuff. So you cut that with flashbacks so you can bring other people back mixed with that. I feel like Chase would have done something like that if Gandolfini stayed alive and wanted to return to the character. And if not, you set it up for this. So once Gandolfini unfortunately passed, it's easy to just automatically just say, yeah, sure, he was meant to die the whole time. I do think the scene's just set up so you can view it in either way.
Yeah.
I think that was the intention. To leave his fucking options open. I would have ended it with Tony going to prison. And that's the thing. They ended it in a way to let you know that Tony was going to go down one way or another. Either members only jacket guy killed him and Butchie set him up.
The thing I will say is this. Considering how awful the Many Saints of Newark is, like, thank God they never did anything else. The look on Bobby's face right here when he goes, I don't give a shit, is one of the funniest things in any Sopranos episode right here.
And then Tony, in fairness, shows probably the most empathy he's ever shown in the series, where he's like, okay, I do give
right there. I don't give a fuck.
Okay, I do give a fuck. Did Tony die? Thoughts? Yeah, I think he did. Like, I think at this point, with obviously unfortunate what happened to Gandolfini and everything that we've heard and talked about, it's, as Matt said, David Chase has all but confirmed it at this point. So yeah, I think Tony's dead.
I don't want to see any of my friends again.
It's very funny, Matt. I don't know. I know that you're not watching it. I shouldn't say I don't know. But I know you're not watching Daredevil this season. And
or any season.
Or any season for that matter, which is, you're missing out, but that's beside the point. But Michael, what's his name? What's James Gandolfini's kid's name? I forget. His kid is a big part of this season, and he's definitely has a lot of, like, there's moments. He would have been a good AJ. I'll say this: if he was of the right age, he could have played a really much better AJ. Like he's sniveling, but he speaks in the Tony Soprano voice sometimes, like without trying, because it's his fucking dad, and that's how he fucking talks.
Janice, I think you need professional help.
Michael Gandolfini. Okay, thank you. But yeah, he's been great on this season of Daredevil. He actually has. And he has some Tonyisms. He's bringing some Tonyisms to the character.
And I think you should see a weight loss specialist.
Oh!
I heard you with Sophia. You were getting along so much better. She says one little thing and you get nasty.
We've talked about this a lot, Matt, but I feel like not enough. Is Bobby... Not the actor that plays Bobby. Is Bobby the best guy of these dudes? Like, if you could be married to any of them, would it probably be Bobby, right?
Oh, again, we're not talking about who he is in real, because in real life he sucks.
Oh yeah, this dude fucking I love you, dude. Like, he used to be like a pit boss kind of thing, and he totally comes off that way in real life. Like, you can see if you've spent a lot of time in casinos, and the kind of guy that, like, some of the kind of guys, not all of them, like, he has that fucking the dick pit boss bouncer guy vibe, and that's his personality. He's just like the worst kinds of those dudes. Yeah, like fucking, and he calls Rob De Niro motherfucking cocksucker all the time. Any excuse he could have. Yes, Michael Gandolfini is killing it in Daredevil. This season, I haven't had a chance to talk about that much, but this season of Daredevil is killing it. It's been great, and Gandolfini is a big part of that. And it's great to see him because he's reminding me of his dad a lot. Christopher. This is a fucking amazing scene too, where Paulie's get such glee of Christopher eating shit like he ate shit with him.
I'm just saying. Now you know what I went through.
Get out of Christopher's head. I also feel like they don't... They could have done a better job of setting up why Christopher has such issues with Tony B. Like, they do a decent enough job in that scene with Adriana talking shit, but we always got the impression that Tony was always sweet to Christopher when they were younger. And then it changes in this episode to, oh, he was nice to me when Tony B wasn't around. But when they were around, they would pick on me. Not that I can't relate to that and stuff. Growing up around 4 cousins, I don't know if you had like older cousins or like I honestly don't know that part of your family.
No, I have a weird experience because I am literally the oldest person of my generation across all cousins, second cousins, everything.
Yeah. So like when you grew up with older cousins, sometimes I'd be hanging out with like one of my cousins and they'd be really nice to me, but then I'd be like a group and it'd be like, or sometimes it would be with the older kids that I would try to hang out with, like the people a grade ahead of us. That, you know, like we're a couple grades ahead of us, where I'd be like, hey guys, can I hang out? You know, one of them would be nice to me behind closed doors, but then, you know, get around El Presidente or something and they're acting like dickheads to me. Oh, I was gonna say names of people we grew up with, but it's hard to say. Like the kid that we went to elementary school with that ended up being friends with all those guys, the redhead guy. Like he was always super nice to me behind closed doors, but when he would get around El Presidente and the crew, he would ignore me. But when I was alone, he was like, "Oh, hey, what's up, buddy?" and give me a hug and stuff like that. But then when he's around those dudes, it'd be like, "You're not my friend." And
yeah, but he was an alright guy.
He was an alright guy. He was. He was probably of all those dudes one of the better of them. Like a really good dude. Him and the kid that was in my homeroom that had the name that rhymes with fork. He was also a pretty good dude.
He's I don't equate him with the rest of them. He's a good person.
Yeah, he was always a good dude. But he is with those people. He's friends with those dudes, and he works as a general like. I'm pretty sure he's been on Barstool and stuff like that, like as a guest a couple times and stuff like that. Like he's friends with that crew.
Yeah, I don't think he is anymore, likely, but whatever.
No, I know what you're saying though. And you know what? Like I want to start a war with them. Hey guys, no, please pay attention to our podcast. Is this where Christopher is going to become an underwear model? Oh no, this is where we get a little quick backstory about what we just said about Christopher being picked on. And an excuse to have Adriana in her underwear for a scene.
One time, I was spending the summer up at Uncle Pat's farm, just like they used to. I was 11. They came up, they were like 19.
I'm sorry. Michael Imperioli. Matt, what is your ranking of, we've talked about this before, but I'm still curious because I can't remember where you stand on this. Can we both agree that the 3 best actors in the show, characters, are Carmela, Tony, and Christopher?
No.
Okay, who would your top 3 be?
I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to declare them because I think Junior is also in that.
Oh, okay, a Junior. And then can we add a 5th one, Janice? So we can have a top 5? Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, I think that's a good top 5. What's your top 5? I'd be Janice number 5. Junior.
I think Junior and Christopher are close. The best Junior is awesome.
And Tony and Carmela are close.
Yeah, I mean, I think Tony's 1 just because he has to carry him more, but Carmela is like
1A. But like,
yeah.
But would you say
you're talking about people that were there the whole time? I mean,
yeah.
I think Ralphie's as good as, and I think Richie's as good as them.
Johnny,
they don't have to play. I think Johnny Sack's as good as them.
Yeah,
They don't
Johnny
have
Sack
to play
is
the
good too.
range. They don't have to play the range of
emotions.
Of just Tony. There's so much to Tony's character. There's so much to Carmela's character.
So
and Christopher and Junior.
So you would put Tony and Carmela in S tiers, and then Junior and Christopher in A tier, essentially.
Yes, but I'll only say because they didn't have as big a role in the show.
Mm.
Like I think if if Christopher was like the main character, I mean I don't know. I don't know. It's hard to say.
Just on instinct, I'd have to look this up or ask the internet to answer the question. Who do you think who would you consider the second lead male on this show, Junior or Christopher? It's who had more? If we're saying we wish if both had, like, I can't figure it out. I honestly can't figure it out, and this might be okay to not figure it out, but I'm saying if I really think about this and I'm putting my brain to it, I can't actually make a decision. I think it's Christopher.
See, and this is why they can't be on the same level as Tony's, because there's not an episode without Tony in it. There's lots of episodes with no Christopher, minimal Christopher. There's
and
lots
no
of
Junior, yeah.
No Junior. Did we see Junior at all the last episode? No. I don't think we did at all.
No,
I think we just watched an entire episode with no Junior.
And we haven't really seen him tonight yet either, have we?
Well, that's what I mean. Like we're on our second episode. We definitely didn't see him this last.
And I don't
episode.
think he's in Test Dream unless he's in the dream sequence.
I think we're going to go 3 episodes in a row with no Junior.
And I don't think you can go through. And I don't think you can go 3 episodes without Christopher. So I think Christopher is more important. To
I don't know.
I don't think you can go 3 episodes. There's a reason they waited till right before the final episodes that they killed Christopher. Like you can't go too far without Christopher.
Yeah, but
James says we see more of Christopher, so it's him. Haymaker also says Christopher, and James's top 5 is Paulie number 1, Tony number 2, Junior number 4, Carmela, and then Christopher.
Yeah, I'm not saying Paulie's not a great character, but Phil's talking about like the acting chops of them.
Both questions are fine. Both people answering that, but yeah, I was more talking acting chops. But I kind of moved the goalpost there because I also started to change that to most iconic or who takes up more of the. If we're making a pie graph of main characters on the show, who's taking up more of the pie graph, Christopher or Junior? And I think Christopher takes a couple of percentage points more, a little bit more geography.
And you can ask yourself, does Christopher, because Christopher has to play the job of a drug addict, which is not easy in the way he does it, but Junior playing the dementia is amazing.
And he plays
Junior
fake,
losing his marbles slowly is amazing.
And he plays fake dementia into real dementia into fake dementia.
Yeah, and then it's real dementia until you don't even know.
As much as Christopher's intervention and some of his acting classes are really awesome, this whole thing with Janice and anger management is some of the funniest shit in the entire Sopranos. Like this whole situation.
She goes from marching for civil rights to talking shit about black people in
and then she starts
in like 10 seconds.
And then she wants to kill this guy. And then what the other girl says to her back is just like pure. And then the dude watching it eating popcorn the whole time. It's a great scene. The Sopranos doesn't do enough of it at post season 5, but comedy is strong in these first 5 seasons. Like it's really, really hilarious. I feel like the final season they don't put a lot of comedy in there.
It's nothing funny going on.
There's nothing funny going on in season 6.
No, there is some funny lines in season 6. Paulie finding out who his mother is he has some great lines after that. And when he's talking to Tony when Tony's in the coma, that's hilarious as well.
And everything with that kid in the canoe and stuff is fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
I like to punch you in the fucking face. I love that. That's so. Again, it's so believable. No, shut up.
But we can go like a whole episode, but the whole season without Janice though. Like that's why she's not really in that.
No, not if we're doing the real estate thing. They only brought Janice on initially because Olivia passed or like as more of a main character. Danielle says, Chris, Studio has another great fucking question. Who steals the scene the most when they're on camera but is not in my top 5? For me, not in my top 5, but steals the scenes the most is Paulie. Like
he wasn't in it long enough, but I'd say Richie. I think Richie steals every scene he's in. But he's only on there for one season, so like I don't know if that counts.
In the live chat, we have the amazing Debbie Bebby. Make sure you check out Debbie's stuff. Debbie makes some amazing videos, and make sure you check out Debbie and all of her projects.
James, I 100% agree with you. Like it takes something to make her that
detestable.
Yeah. And to be that crazy, like she's insane. She's trying to get Richie to kill Tony.
Do you know what this scene makes me want? This whole interaction between them two makes me want Michael Imperioli and Steve Buscemi to do a Martin Scorsese movie together. Like they have excellent chemistry, and I feel like they would work really well as brothers or cousins or even again adversaries in something. That's
It's such a weird line. That line about how they used to call me Ichabod Crane.
especially because he played Ichabod Crane, I believe, in
Oh, was he in Sleepy Hollow?
he
Or
was
am I looking
definitely
at that?
he was definitely in Sleepy Hollow. Was he in Sleepy Hollow?
I don't know. I didn't see it. I don't.
Was Steve Buscemi in Sleepy Hollow?
Your revelation about your cousin?
No, he wasn't. It was the mix-up. Mark Pickering, who resembles a young Steve Buscemi, had the role in the 1999 film. While not in the film, Buscemi's name has been jokingly brought up in popular culture playing that character, which is why they make the reference in The Sopranos. Thank you, AI.
Let's go back to the question of who steals the most scenes. Well, let's ask you then that, James. Who would you say steals the most scenes? My problem with Richie, because I think Richie really does, is that
he just answered the question too. Richie's a good one. Similar to your answer, he says Ralph had so many great scenes, especially with Paul. Yeah. It's okay if we're going.
Ralphie again does a great job because he is literally the most, to me, the most unlikable character like I've ever seen in anything. I hate Ralphie.
And Matt, as much as Gandolfini and Edie Falco are amazing stars and great, Joey Pantaleone is on their level as an actor. So he brings in a whole other kind of gravitas, years of all of his roles. And what's amazing is he's such a noticeable character that you've seen in so many other things, but you never don't believe he's Ralphie. Unlike Buscemi,
right,
who I love Buscemi,
right,
but you see him and you see every Buscemi role. Like when I see Joey Pants, he melts into his roles. Him, like his character in The Matrix, or his character in that Christopher Nolan movie, the first one, with the guy the backwards and writing on his Memento.
Yeah, Memento, or he's even in like
Midnight Run or The Goonies.
No, not Midnight Run. I think you're thinking. Maybe
no, he is in Midnight Run. He's definitely in Midnight Run.
But he's in oh my God.
He's
The
in
Fugitive. He's in The Fugitive.
Yeah, and the Fugitive sequel as well. Like he's part of Tommy Lee Jones's dudes. He's in everything, and he's always believable in a different kind of character in that stuff. And yeah, I agree. Bullshit.
I think Adriana's great in this show too.
She's a great actress. She is.
She's another, like, I don't know how much Adriana is. It's, you know, I think the part of Adriana is also like Tony Sirico, where she's playing probably something close to herself. Tony Sopranos, Gandolfini's not playing anything close to himself. I don't know how much Adriana is, but
maybe. I mean, have you seen her in anything else?
No, I've just seen weird interviews with her when.
Yeah, she's weird.
That's it.
But you should watch some of her scenes in Sons of Anarchy. She plays like an addict and a very different kind of character, but similar.
But I think she's great in the show.
Oh, she's great. She's great.
Considering she's another case where Christopher's so good, Michael Imperioli is so good. She has everything to match with him, because they have some crazy.
Okay, another one. If we're just talking about scene stealers, underrated characters, I mention her all the time, but I'll mention her again here. Is Rosalia Prio. I can't explain it, but every time she's in a scene, I feel like I notice her, and she's outperforming or at least equalizing Carmela in the scene. But she just doesn't get a lot of opportunities to do that. Like in another universe, if she had more chemistry with James Gandolfini, the actress that plays Rosalie probably could have played Carmela.
Yeah, and I don't think any of those other friends do that.
Oh, you know who the answer is, Matt? It's not, the answer is not even close, and we haven't even mentioned him yet. Because the guy who steals every fucking scene he's in, and all the actors will say this. The guy that all them say, like, you know, ask every band who their favorite band is, they'll say this.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
It's Artie. Like, like Artie steals every fucking scene he's in. Like they all make fun of the way he does his hands and stuff like that. If you like he was friends with all of them, went to acting school and all. Like he comes in, he's like when they were auditioning, he read for Tony for a long time because they just all knew him and they all love him. Like he's all the actors' fans. Like they're like, he cracks all of them up. So
is this the first time we see Uncle Pat, or did we do this before?
This is the first time, but we see Pat later. When Junior's in the mental institute, he comes to Tony and is like, "You got to go see her." He tells him that Janice is fucking with Junior and he needs to step in. Midnight Run is one of Robert De Niro's best movies. I agree. It's one of the early movies of De Niro I saw, and I thought that was just him in every movie. I think I saw it before I saw a lot of his early '70s stuff, early '80s stuff, like the Taxi Drivers, the Raging Bulls and such. I think I saw that, and then I saw Cape Fear was the second De Niro movie I saw.
I will say this, for how funny this show is, and it is comedically brilliant, the jokes they tell like this are the dumbest frigging things on planet Earth.
But I think that plays into the fact that these guys aren't too smart.
No, I agree with you, but like they could come up with something funnier.
I agree. Oh, you mean like Buscemi's one-liners and stuff, his fat jokes and stuff?
Yeah, right here when he's like, "Oh, they took his blood. It was 65% Zeppelin."
Zeppelin,
like,
yeah.
Yeah. Okay, great. It's not funny.
Just like we've all heard jokes and bad jokes. Matt's like, I heard better fat jokes when I was
Dude, I've said better fat jokes about myself. Okay.
When Matt came to school, like I was in elementary school. Matt and I met in third.
All right, we don't need to talk. I mean, do I need to go to therapy? After this?
Third
Is
grade,
this gonna
but
hurt me?
when Matt came in the third grade,
Matt came in the fifth grade.
fifth
but
grade.
okay.
I'm sorry, fifth grade. Centino's class, not Squires. Centino. I'm confusing because I had Squires in third grade, so it's like Squires and Centino were the two male teachers I had at that school. The rest, so I'm like I confuse them sometimes. Anyways, so when Matt came in, obviously Matt being at the time, he's much more in shape now. He first thing he said to everyone is, "My name's
I'm in shape."
Yeah, but you look like back then you were like you looked like
All right, enough. I grew into it. Let's go. Keep going.
No, you called yourself King
I
Kong.
I wasn't tall yet.
You called yourself King Kong Kane, and then you went into rapid fire like Cartman jokes, fat jokes about yourself. And like you were like stand up comedy, like Rodney Dangerfield jokes about yourself. I remember the first day you came up, like all the like Palmer and all those dudes are looking at you like, giving you the look, like should we make fun of this kid? And then you just went into it. You were like, but hey, blah, 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 guys, you ever hear this? Blah, blah, blah. And you said the funniest, sickest, like no one could say worse than what you said about yourself in the first 10 minutes I met you. And
yeah, I wish I had that self confidence.
And to go about what we were talking about with Christopher earlier, Matt, I had a similar experience with Matt. The summer before Matt started school, I met him before school started, and he was my friend, and he was all nice to me. And then we went to school, and he became friends with kids that didn't really like me, and he ignored me like we didn't hang out in the summer.
Phil's mistelling the story.
No,
his timeline is off, and he has no brain cells. I didn't move to Swampscott until, or the town we grew up in. Now I said it. Until October of our first year.
Oh,
we hung out that whole first year. It was between 5th and 6th grade that I started hanging out with those other kids.
Oh, okay. So
I was over your house. I was in the pool and stuff. The summer between 5th and 6th grade.
Okay, and then it was between that point when you started to become friends more with those dudes.
With those idiots that I hate.
No, because there was kids that we had mutual that I don't consider that way. Like we were both through that whole time, and you're obviously better friends with them now, like Justin and John H. Like those dudes were just good dudes.
And like Chris and Scott, but I wasn't friends with them then. I knew them because we grew up together.
And in my memory,
I was friends with Chris.
In my memory, you weren't as close to Chris and Scott as you are now. You're more close to P and
P and JH.
Yes.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Anyways, sorry about the personal stories, everybody. Ralphie and Polly have some of the funniest jokes. Ralphie and Richie in a scene together would have been gold. I agree, that would have been a lot of fun. David Chase wanted Lorraine Bracco to play Carmela. A lot of that had to do with originally he wanted Ray Liotta to play Tony Soprano, which I can't exactly see. Like
no, and let's be honest. I know you like Lorraine Bracco more than me and your cousin Alan do. She would not have been as good as Carmela.
No. I think Rosalie would have been a better Carmela than Lorraine Bracco. I think Lorraine Bracco is perfect as Melfi. Excuse me. I do think there are some other actors that probably could have pulled off a version of Tony Soprano. Not as good though. It just would have been different.
I think Benny's great in this show.
Benny Fazio, criminal mastermind, like stealing scenes.
Yeah. No, not necessarily stealing scenes, but like of all the just like it's funny calling him muscle because he's
2'2",
4'8". Like of all those guys, of all just the like doofus knockaround guys, he's definitely the best like actor I'd say of him.
Yeah, because he's the Doogie Howser pedigree.
Yeah.
I love how Paulie loves that Tony gets pissed off. Like he just gets a smile on his face, like, yeah, this is why he's our leader. You know, him and Syl both love this. I mean, the two ones that the script kind of sets up as scene stealers are Paulie and Syl.
Yeah.
You know, like they get the line.
And now, hold on, Phil. We have to watch the single worst edit in the history of all television.
Why did they do this?
It's so.
It's like this.
And every time we watch it, it stands out more.
You can't watch. You're not watching my cameras, but they do this weird sort of. If I remember correctly, it's like a slow fade.
It's egregiously terrible editing. It's way worse than what you're doing right now.
It's something
Here
like
it goes. Here it goes. Just.
Oh yeah, it's like this slow. Why? It freeze frames. Yeah, it freeze frames. Why? Why?
There's no need.
What
And it
is
cuts to this.
We can't forget Artie for stealing scenes. Studio Uncle D. For me, that's the one. It's he by nature, even physically, just steals every scene he's in. This is a great scene because it's multi-layered, and this shows how good of an actor Buscemi is. Like they're like, oh, nothing better than this, and then they all look bored. They're just like, like they can't deal with the piece.
Right, and we know that Buscemi can't. He tried to like lead a straight life and couldn't. We know Christopher can't because in a couple episodes he tries to go have a boring life. We know eventually Vito can't. That's why he keeps looking at his clock. Phil, just FYI, you know your camera's on, right? I don't know if you care or not,
Yeah,
but
Hi. I'm just stopping him from ripping up his ears.
I'd say Louise steals every scene. She's only in one.
It's a funny line though, and it goes to like our overall theme of tonight's episode, which is some people are nicer to you in certain situations. He says, "Hey, come on! Don't give me that look.
Stop you from taking your kids to the rink.
I love you too." He's like, "How did you see me? I know you don't get cameras, buddy."
It's the one time I feel bad for Janice because I think she's actually trying here.
Yeah, no, she seems like she's growing in a way here, and because
It seems like that if Tony doesn't do this to her, she may actually like it may stick.
You think? I think the problem is too close association to this world. I think if she got out of here and lived almost like Barbara does, she probably would be okay-ish. Janice definitely steals scenes, but it's so hard to correctly judge actors that play characters that are annoying or assholes or bad people. Because if they do too good of a job, people are like, I hate that character. And it's like, yeah, you do. That's the point.
You've seen The Green Mile, Phil?
Yes, it's been a while, but I have seen it.
He's like the dude that plays the piece of shit in that movie is like he's maybe the most hateable person I've ever seen in my life. So again, it's hard, like you said, because like I wouldn't want to see him in any other movie almost because he's so detestable in that movie.
Yeah, he's so good at playing the fucking piece of shit.
Yeah.
And Janice is, and I haven't seen her in a lot of other things. I don't think I'd want to. Like, she's so good at playing this kind of horrible character.
One of my favorite things, I'll still watch reruns of the original Law and Order.
Mm-hmm.
When you go back and watch early episodes of that, it's because, they filmed it in New York. The number of Sopranos characters, there's Junior's on there.
Yeah, for sure.
They're all on there. They're all on there. Paulie's in one of them. Carmine Jr.'s in a couple of them. Yeah, there's this. I could go on and on and on. I'm not thinking of all of them, but they all. Michael Imperioli is obviously on it. He's like a kind of a main character on it.
Yeah, a lot of the Oz actors are on there too, and a lot of them became regulars on future SVU series and different locations. So I think there was a lot of cross pollination. As Tony comes into the scene, doesn't really help out, but he shows up to kind of check up on them. as we haven't really set up what this episode's all about. Basically, Christopher and Tony B have to go up here to dig up Tony's dad's body, or bodies that were buried here from Tony's dad and Christopher's.
Phil, they're canned peaches. Let's be straight.
Sorry, I don't want to implicate any murders here. So the canned peaches, and which is kind of funny because I think they say off camera that the sale didn't even go through, and then Pat ends up like living up here still. That's why he shows up later.
Well, he disappears at some point though, because this is where the resting place of one of these characters is in a few episodes.
Yes, because he goes down to Florida, and I believe he comes back when the sale doesn't go through or something.
Is Svetlana Kirilenko? Is that the one with one leg? Because if so, she is also amazing.
And she stole every scene she was in. If you're talking about the other one, no, that is
Tony. Yeah, not her.
Irina.
That's Tony.
Tony. I'm just thinking of Ilya had this cousin that came over and got drunk once. What was that girl's name? She only came once. I forgot what her name was. She did not speak English.
Tony might have helped them dig that one up.
No, he did.
That's the second night.
Dude would have a heart attack.
Well, his blood is 80%, 65%.
65% definitely. You're right. 65%.
Real dick move here. A lot of dick moves by Tony. Phil, I told you
Which
before
Tony?
we rewatch this. Tony Soprano. I have been a terrible Tony apologist, and I take it all back.
Thank you.
I've said that this whole season. He does he does terrible things here. He makes Christopher feel bad about being sober.
One of my favorite.
He goes.
Yep. Keep going. Sorry.
And then the stuff he does to Janice at the end is just like.
Oh, it's horrible. It's horrible. It's
terrible.
I love in this moment, Tony decides to just say, fuck Tony B. I'm not going to deal with this shit. We'll just rag on Christopher and feel good about this together. This is such a weird scene.
So mean.
It's so mean how this turns around, though. It starts off like Tony B is like about.
And Phil, you know where we're from. We're just everyone we know is ball busters, myself included.
Oh yeah.
It's just
like if there was a microphone in our poker game last year or a year and a half ago, whenever that was, it's just like we're all shit to each other. You know, like you get you, me, Joe, Nick, Ilya, like all of us together. Devin. Yeah, we're dicks to each other. You would think we hated each other the way we talk to each other.
It's the greater Boston love language.
Yeah. We used to wrestle each other down to like putting each other in doggy and shit in the park and stuff, and like beat the shit out of each other in games of capture the flag, like literally beat the living shit out of each other. That being said, the party we had this past summer was a lot of positive energy, but that's because certain sects.
Because it's been 25 years old.
For some of the people that we didn't see all together, but like the smaller groups of us that we've like knew each other better, but like we're shits to each other. Like I'm sure. When you're privately talking to Drew or something like that, you guys are fucking, shit talk to each other. It's like,
yeah, well, no, and I'm sure that, those other groups of guys are too.
Exactly, for sure. That being said, Joe and I are pretty nice to each other, unless we're doing a live stream. Then we shit talk.
You and I are nice to each other.
No, we're not. We're always not. We've only gotten into like one fight in our entire life. I
don't know.
One real fight.
Let's not focus on that.
Yeah, because you were wrong.
I wasn't wrong. Oh my
you were
God.
So wrong. Phil's executive game. Yeah.
Dude, now they make fun of his nose too. It's like so mean.
Look at that beak. I mean, look at those two. But that's where Christopher should be like, dude, look at my girl. Look at your girls. Sorry. Christopher needs to play. Christopher is no fun. I think in some of what they're doing is not awesome, but it's just.
Yeah, but he's the young guy here. I don't know what that feels like, but it can't feel good.
It is, but eventually you need to, as the young guy, you need to step up and like come right at. In this moment, you have free form. If you have a smile on your face, he could have come at Tony with like, look at Carmela, look at Adriana. You know, no offense, Edie Falco. I love you. Like he could have had some fun with it. That's all I'm saying. Christopher is a stick in the mud. Like I'm the same way. You can't. You know, he's a sensitive fucking dude.
Oh, I agree. You are.
I can be very sensitive with that shit sometimes. I'll get quiet and like.
Newark in New Jersey, 95. Same but one example. 6 million containers enter U.S. ports every year.
But because
Oh my God, Tony's insufferable with this shit
he really is.
about the ports. It's like, oh, I'd rather watch Finn and Meadow fight than listen to him complain about the
James
terrorism in the ports of Newark.
James, but because Tony's the boss, Christopher can't say anything. Tony doesn't stop Tony B. And in that moment,
It does stop Tony B though from really picking on Tony.
he picks on him in that scene quite a bit, and then shifts it to Christopher. If Christopher said some lines too, and Tony got sensitive, because Tony gets sensitive about shit too. If Tony got sensitive, Tony B would have busted his balls there too. I'm just saying it's an opportunity for Christopher to sort of chill and make some shit talking. Instead,
He also could have made fun of him in that situation with just the three of them.
That's what I'm saying. If it's just the three of them sitting there,
it's not like he's making fun of him in front of Satriali's or anything.
he had an opportunity to say some shit to Tony there. He could have just. That's what I'm saying. He could have like let out a little steam there. I love Tony Soprano's reaction to Tony B in this scene, where Tony B's just like still throwing heat, and Tony just gives him a look like, you asshole. I love it. I actually love it. Yeah, right there. That. Yeah. That's the funniest thing Tony B says in the entire series. It really is.
See, that's hilarious. It's way funnier than any of the stupid jokes he says.
It really knock the heat off your appetite. And then Christopher can't deal with it. He's just like, I'm out of here. Like, come on, Christopher. And Christopher just can't, and then he cries. It's sad. Poor Christopher. It's a Range Rover. He's got to get that stuff clean now. You know how much he spent for that?
What is he smoking? Marlboro Reds?
Looks like it.
His hair was in the toilet. Disgusting.
It was disgusting. Oh, that was a transition I wasn't prepared for.
Smooth. It wasn't like if they had done the Carmella cut into that, it would
have been more perfect. To Vito watching. Oh no.
But I mean this and this is obviously set up here to just show the juxtaposition of the Soprano attitude, how Tony just goes off the edge for no reason, to Janice trying to
keep things calm,
and him not being able to handle that.
Oh, is this the live for the day moment?
Yeah.
Oh no. Okay, are you gonna defend this bastard for what he does to this fucking poor guy again?
Listen, I'm not.
He's the same.
Having said that, Georgie needs to know to shut the fuck up. Let's be real, he does.
Georgie's a fucking moron. Like he goats Tony and Ralphie too many times. Like, Georgie, did you think this was gonna go good? Like, right there in that moment, is there a single not made guy there? No.
Well, Georgie.
But Georgie's not. I'm saying in that line, like, Georgie, don't talk. There's men.
Tony B is not made.
Okay, Tony B is not made, and Tony B knows not to talk.
That's why you gotta live for today. Talk about annihilation, you stupid fuck.
Shut up, Georgie.
My kids. Burn it into cinders. You can't even think about it.
Oh, you idiot. Oh my goodness. Which leads to one apology.
The money flying down there was
flying
such a
down
stupid...
all there. And then which leads to a very funny Polly line later. He's a big strapping kid. He'll be okay. Silvio totally saw his face. You can see the look on Silvio's face. He saw the beating coming. Similar to the thing at the job site where they saw the Polly getting punched, or Polly Jr. Is that the last we see of Georgie?
I believe so. The ice thing must have already happened because he says right here, thing is, T, he don't want to work there no more.
I feel like he shows up again when we see him with the eye patch or something, or like a bandage on.
No,
his
no,
eye.
this wasn't his eye. This was his ear. The eye was from
Ralphie with the
Ralphie,
spinning the thing. Okay. Oh, this is a weird connection to a past episode with the girl that was taking off with the dermatologist office. And I love how Paulie says it like he knew the dermatology nurse, just to remind the audience. Dermatology nurse? Go Tone! Yeah, the look on Paulie's face.
What they say? It's gonna be okay, kid? He's big, strapped, gonna be alright.
He's big strap. Scene stealer.
Skip, the poor fuck knows he should keep his mouth shut.
I always feel like season 6 Tony would have killed him here for just like the disrespect.
You make sure he gets the best.
Tony wouldn't have given him the money if he had already said he doesn't.
No, what would you think? Paulie pockets that money?
Oh, probably. He certainly takes a taste if he doesn't pocket the whole thing.
Paul Silly goes, and I'd appreciate it if Tony don't come visit. He don't want to see you. I told him watch his mouth.
Yeah, seriously, Georgie.
Things happen, Pete. That's why I don't like to talk politics.
I mean, seriously, Georgie. Know to keep your mouth shut. And in that moment too, like, no talking shit about Tony after the fact. Keep your damn mouth shut. Paulie took at least half that money, James. Guaranteed.
Oh, there's your girl, Phil. Both of them.
Oh my goodness, this is like a fantasy.
I don't know, it just came out.
And then I freeze framed for some reason, and I walked out of there. Weird quick scene, just to get her reaction to that. And here it is, our last scene of this episode.
Yeah, terrible. Just Tony at his worst.
Absolute douchebag worst. And we got
Like to do it in front of the kids and the family too. Like what a.
Especially when
she's trying to like.
Yeah, she's trying to get it, Matt. And like I keep watching this scene, like I've seen this episode obviously a lot, and I'm like watching the point because there's a moment here where he legitimately seems like he's happy for her, and then he has a switch over, and I don't know exactly what she says or does that switches it over. I think it's like right here the way she just deals with the spam caller. Thank you. Like he's already giving her the sort of hairy eyeballs. He's like,
It's a G5.
what's going on?
4-bit architecture.
Speak a different language now with these computers.
I switched on computer.
I love now that every time I see Bobby Jr., I see him in I didn't connect at first. He was in School of Rock.
Yeah.
Good eggplant, Jack.
Yeah, Tony looking. Oh no,
Look at him. It's such a scumbag.
scumbag. He's like, oh, I'm gonna ruin this. I guess it was earlier. It was in the previous scene when he's talking to her.
To be fair, if the roles were reversed, she would do that to him too.
She has.
If she knew he was trying to like do something, she would egg him on.
It's that Soprano bullshit. Like they just like doing this shit to each other. They needle. Like you can't have Lydia.
Yeah, it was James. It was one of the worst things he did. It was the pettiest.
That song, Harpo's song by Phoebe Snow.
And he's framing it as like talking to the kids too, like yeah, you know that song, Harpo's song, like because it was all a plan. It's not like he's just reacting, and that's the other thing, because sometimes Tony does shitty things because he reacts angry in the moment.
Oh no, he's going for this.
Yeah, this is planned.
Canadian for I grew up without a mother.
Sacre bleu.
Like there's nothing meaner he could say to her right there.
And he's like,
The meanest thing he could say.
yeah, and he keep pushing. He's like, it's not working yet. Gotta keep going. Oh yeah, come on.
I'm the boy's uncle.
Yeah, like
He's
you
probably
give a
never
shit.
Met him.
Yeah, you like
He's
you give
never
a
met
shit.
him. and then walks out.
with the song playing like he's a fucking hero. You know, like he's just like he's so happy about this walkout. Did he walk there? And
That's the most unbelievable part of the whole thing.
Yeah, did he walk there? And I gotta say, Gandolfini looks pretty in shape-ish this season, especially compared to the way he looks in season 6.
There's unfortunately a lot of shirtless Tony in this, especially the next episode.
Oh yeah, we got.
Phil, I am gonna. Can we pause for a second? I'm gonna leave for 1 second. I'll be right back.
Do you want to? Do you need us to pause, or can you just let it play through and come back?
Oh, play yeah, because we'll just sit through the whole intro. So
Yeah,
fine.
yeah.
I'll be back.
Yeah. So Matt will be back in a few moments here. Even James Gandolfini hated that Tony did that. It's just one of those horrible moments that just completely sets Tony up in a shows how petty and how much other people's happiness drives him nuts. It connects to the happy wanderer situation too. He just doesn't like people being happy. Which, okay, we get it, Mr. Soprano. So we have one more episode to go. We were doing 3 tonight, so we appreciate everyone that's joining us this evening for these. This is a longer evening than we usually do. We usually do 2, but 3 just so we can finish off season 5 next time. Tony's an asshole. He can't be happy for his sister. No, he can't. It's not even that he's not happy for his sister. I think in theory he is. What he's not happy about is that he's miserable and she seems to be doing okay in this moment. That can't be good. The world doesn't hold. The middle doesn't hold if Janice is doing okay. And his life wouldn't make sense if Janice was not the way she was. So this is our next episode, which is The Test Dream, which is definitely one of the most popularly iconic episodes of The Sopranos. And we're going to get into a dream sequence. So if you have hallucinogens, now's the time to take them. Please. Yes. Oh my goodness, I forgot. So this episode starts out with a unfortunate Valentina. I'm trying to think who Tony's girl is at this point in time. It's Valentina. Do you want to love Valentina? Do you want to love
No.
So Valentina, if you don't know, is from the show Head of the Class. I believe the actress
I did not know that.
I believe
that is a very timely reference, Head of the Class. For those of you who don't know, there's a 35-year-old show.
My references are always timely.
What's happening in yours right now? I have no idea, Phil.
Tony just sat down on the bed.
That's fine. Didn't I tell you I hate this shop between room shit?
So?
Oh my goodness. I am not going to say anything. Oh my goodness.
What is it, sneakers or something?
I'm live on stream right now, but I'm not going to say anything. Dude, hope it goes well. Exclamation mark.
White sand.
Got AJ on weekends.
So we'll go on Monday. Get a great rate on an ocean view. The air is the same temperature as your body, so you don't even need to wear clothes.
I gotta watch my skin in the sun.
You know you're getting a
Oh, is this where she... Oh my goodness, I forgot this was the moment she
Didn't say no.
she goes all
touch it for once. Is it so much to fucking
I was just gonna say Richard Pryor. She goes all Richard Pryor. Oh no. Tony does think pretty quick here with the blanket, the stop, drop, and roll. Stop, drop, and roll. Stop, drop, and roll. Oh my goodness. The moments I'm happy I have an electric stove.
There he is.
So yeah, a lot of Tony B.
Finally made the trip out.
Oh yeah. Okay, now I'm remembering this episode more in a whole.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, I mean, this is them setting up the whole Angelo thing. This
No,
is them
yeah,
setting up-
Angelo goes here. Angelo's death is a weird scene when we get to it. I believe it's right after this. But Angelo's a character I feel like, again, wasted potential a little bit. They set him up as someone smart, capable.
I mean, it wasn't even was he in a lot of episodes? He was in this and like.
But they had such an interesting thing where he was Tony B's cellmate. He had a connection with him, and they didn't really go much further than that. I have to text someone back quickly, Matt. I'll be right back. I'm just going to mute myself.
I'll be here. They made a joke about Sanford and Son. It's hilarious. Oh, we can't hear this anymore either.
It's okay. Well, I'll give me 1 second.
Yeah, it's fine.
You got it.
That's the way you're a little Carmine.
Little Carmine.
I'm sorry. But Rusty, I think he finds his way.
Oh, I'm just not talking right now, which is awful, I guess. Yeah, so I don't know if have we talked. I don't know if they've mentioned before. If any of you guys know in the chat, like, do we hear before this how close the two of them were together when they were in the can, or is this just the reference to it and then everything happens as quickly as it does? I don't remember. I know they don't really mention it the last 2 episodes at least. I also don't really get this because I'm the boss. That's why reference either, but
I think it's like a Jackie Gleason thing, maybe.
probably. I'm not up on my Jackie Gleason.
I mean, I definitely am a Honeymooners fan, but I do think I'm trying. Oh, it's a Frank Sinatra thing.
Oh, it's me.
It's probably Frank Sinatra thing.
Okay.
They gotta fight infection.
Like, I'm the boss. That's why. That was horrific, Haymaker.
And the burn is second degree, so you don't need a skin graft or that.
Even the thought of it is
That's the same as you always did.
horrifying.
Fuck you. Hold on, what's that?
Does he break up with her here? Or is it the next scene? No, it's the next scene.
No. It's later. I don't even think we see it in this episode. No, it's not in this episode.
Oh, it's because the end of this episode, spoiler, ends with him on the phone with Carmela.
Yeah, we have the whole dream thing going on. Right. It ends with the two of them on the phone.
It's funny. In my memory, most of this episode is just a dream. I kind of, when rewatching these,
It's the same way that you think in your head that the Kevin Finnerty thing was like 5 episodes. Kevin Finnerty is 2 episodes, and that's it. It just seemed like it was the entire season 6.
oh, whoa. Sorry, I played some music randomly. Sorry.
That was that some Joe Perry?
It's a theme created by our good friend Dan Blackwell, the Fill the Issues guy theme. Angelo,
It's just such a weird thing here too.
this scene.
I'm an old man. He sounds like Uncle Leo. Uncle Leo says that in Seinfeld. Like, I'm an old man.
Jerry, Uncle Leo.
He tells him, he's like, I can't tell. I'm an old man.
Seinfeld's such a horrible actor, but every time he says Uncle Leo, I love it.
Fuck is this? Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Like, he's a made guy.
Here is our second
Billy.
For a couple of blocks.
reference to Billy.
I'm an old man. I don't see so good in the dark.
Jesus, relax. Johnny wants to see you.
Like,
This way? I'll see you tomorrow.
like he should already know at this point
Yeah.
he's fucked and get back in his car and fucking get out of there. And
Yeah, Haymaker, that's a lie. I'm an old man. I'm confused. I think it's when he's shoplifting books is when he uses it, Uncle Leo.
Some bad play acting by the actor that plays Angela there with his hands and stuff. It's kind of a weird scene. Choreographed a little weird. Horrifying though, but weird. You should have stayed retired.
Please fucking retire. Billy, for God's sake, get off me.
What did Angelo really do?
Look at this shit.
They know he planned the hit on Joey Peeps.
Right, or was part of
I
it.
think. Yeah.
But Rusty was really the guy they should have got.
Yeah, so maybe though this is them picking off not a boss. If not that Rusty's a boss, but Rusty's speaking of Seinfeld, Rusty. But he's definitely higher up. This is a funny scene. I think when they do this, there's a scene in like
Oh
Family
no.
Guy.
Sorry, her oh no is hilarious. They're great timing.
This is like a scene out of Family Guy when they have like the housekeeper that doesn't speak English. Like, dude, this like literally, it's like making fun of this.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I beg you some enchiladas.
Jerry's parents steal batteries. I'm an old man. I'm confused. Yeah, great nod to Billy Bats with in the trunk. I like all the Goodfella references throughout the series. They're very effective. Who's he bringing these cold cuts to? Oh, yeah.
You didn't just watch this one, did you? Because he's bringing it to this guy.
No.
And he starts acting all squirrely.
I watched the first two. I did not get a chance to watch this one.
Yeah, this one I watched last night. This was the.
I missed this one.
I gotta be careful getting on my cash and kind of the Carmelo situation. She's all over that.
So is this where he says I'm going to stay at the hotel, right?
Moving to a plaza. Fucking house is
Yeah, he's going to the plaza and.
Right, and in this moment, Tony B, theoretically, to what we see later, this is a scene that always kind of bothered me because I don't think Buscemi plays it strong enough. Like
I don't think he does either.
We're supposed to believe that Buscemi is like itching to just like get Tony out of there. So
We're really squirrely right now.
but I don't think he's quite playing it squirrely enough. Like I feel like he should be overplaying it a bit more, Matt. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he just seems
like you can kind of believe that he is just annoyed that he's sitting on magazines and his kids are being annoyed.
Not that his best friend was just murdered and he wants to get the fuck out of there and doesn't give a shit what this guy has to say.
Right. He doesn't seem like that.
still smelling.
If I say JL from the island, do you know who I'm talking about?
Yes.
You smell burning hair.
The two twins here look just like her kids.
You got a coke or something?
I've seen pictures. Yeah, a little bit.
It's funny. I know them. I've met them because she lives up near me, so we've gone down there a few times.
Yeah, she's good. She's
This
very.
remind me.
She's very good people too.
Yeah, it sucks. We live just far. We're like an hour away from each other. It's just far enough that we don't see each other.
Yeah, just far enough that it's a pain in the ass. You know.
Yeah, and she's got 3 kids. But her and her husband came up and stayed with us last year for a night.
Nice.
Literally once every couple of years is it. But we text. We talk a lot.
Her husband, good people.
Yeah, he's all right. He's a good guy.
Cool.
No, I enjoy his company a lot. Yeah. We have a really good time together when we get together. It's not often. They play a lot of board games, like crazy board games, like the stuff that people are into now. So
James, he does know that. He knows by killing Phil and his brother puts Tony and his crew in a bad spot. He doesn't give a shit. But in fairness, I know we don't see it. We only see it in Tony's dream. But he does a shit job of it. Make sure Phil's dead.
I've been thinking about lately.
yeah,
Like if you're gonna do something like this, you gotta kill Phil. You can't let Phil walk away from this.
Not like that. Oh, maybe like that.
Oh, is this where he's talking about stealing Charmaine from Artie?
yeah.
Tony's delusional. Like she wouldn't touch him to put him out burning.
The kind of woman I need.
I know she did in the
by the way,
past, but she would not.
Between me and her.
JL and her husband, both huge Sopranos fans.
Oh, awesome.
So that's yeah.
And for the record, unless he's in the dream, Junior not in this episode either.
Go get your uncle a Coke and then you stuff him. Take
Are we having a Junior-less night and we watched 3 episodes?
So weird. That's a weird thing.
He wasn't in the first. No, he wasn't in the first. Was he at the funeral?
Was he at the funeral? I don't think he was at the funeral. He's under house arrest. He's not getting out for Joey Peeps.
No, it's not family. We deal with that earlier too with the funeral stuff. So,
Yeah.
So he's not going to any more funerals. So is he?
But it is something that's great about this show that like
he's
it's
in the
so
dream.
good that you can go 3 episodes.
He is
I
in
don't
the.
think he is in the dream.
He is. There's that one shot of him like scared, like looking behind a corner or some shit. Or is that in the pussy dream? I might be confusing it.
I think, yeah.
We shall see very soon. Just like Tony was delusional about, he knows killing Phil and his brother put Tony in a bad spot. Just like Tony was delusional about getting with Dr. Melfi. He totally thought that was going to work out for him. Look at this fucking place. This is like where Elia got married.
Yeah, she's staying at the Park Plaza on Central Park. I don't know. Like, this is probably...
Yeah, the only time I ever stayed at a hotel like this was our friend Elia got married at the Ritz and got us all, like, decent rates on rooms.
Yeah.
To a point where it was, like, doable to be able to stay there. I think we paid, like, $100-something or whatever it was at the time.
Yeah, it was pretty out of control. Like, the centerpieces were probably, like, $10,000 each. It was pretty nice.
But, and I feel like the room rate that we paid was really...
Oh, yeah. It's
tiny.
Normally, like, a $500, $700, $800 room.
Yeah, we spent like $150 on it or something like that. I think it was for the 2 nights, or $300 for the 2 nights.
Enjoy your stay, Mr. Charlie.
It was so depressing because that was the same summer I got married. And, like, that's the closest thing to a honeymoon we got was, like, going to
Eli's wedding.
Thank you, sir. Enjoy your stay.
Just... I'm trying to remember what exactly happens. Does he gets food poisoning, maybe? Or I'm confusing it with the other dream.
No, he just has a weird dream. He orders a...
call girl.
He orders, yes, a...
Woman of the night.
I believe it's... Yes, specifically a Woman of the Orient, the way that it's sort of advertised on TV.
Oh,
yeah. There's an ad for it, which is wild.
Oh, he calls one of those 900 numbers, the escort.
Look, see lots of shirtless Tony. He is in relatively good shape there.
Yeah,
for
this is probably the best shape Gandolfini's been in since the early seasons. He doesn't look bad. He's bored. $4 a pound. $4 a pound.
My wife and I say that all the time. Anyways, $4 a pound.
$4 a pound.
That's such a weird thing for him to do. Just like he like prank calls Charmaine like we used to do when we were in like 5th grade, Phil.
Yeah, he does that thing where he
Phil and I were from a time period where there was a lot of prank calls going on to people. Before Star 69 and Star 67.
There was a do you know who was really bad about that stuff? Our mutual friend Justin. And you would go to Justin's house sometimes and he would be like, hey, let's phony phone call. And he really loved phony phone calling your friend Mike E. You know what I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah.
And because of the way the answer machine was like, said his phone number, like the answer machine was weird. And he was also into ordering things. It was like, so Justin used to order Playboys for people.
Oh, two things I definitely got delivered to me from, and some of them from Justin, I'm sure, were Playboys. And then that same person, Mike E., ordered and sent the Holy Book of the Mormon to my house. It was delivered by 2 brothers of the Mormon religion, showed up to deliver it.
Justin might be the nicest guy in the world, but he was slimy with that stuff. It was his idea. He ordered it.
Justin plays the nicest guy in the world, and he's still one of my very best friends.
He's not one of my but he's one of my favorite people I've ever known in my life. Like he's really one of the best people I've ever known. And
he's not. He just plays that.
He should play Survivor. He's like the perfect kind of person. He's the guy that would go on a show like that, backstab everyone, and they'd all love him for it. They'd be like, Justin's such a good guy. I can't not like him. He's so nice. But in that situation, he talked us into doing it. He's like, let's do this. Let's order this. It was for Mike G, Mike Gross, and for L, and one other person. I forget who it was. Might have been I forget who it was. Might have been you. And he's like, let's order Playboys for them. And we called the 800 number.
Oh, no. I was on the receiving end of the Playboy.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. It might have been you that we were the third person. And then when it all came out, he's like, Phil did it. I'm like, Justin, we both did it. He's like, oh, I'm Justin Babcock. I'm sorry. I'm Justin. I don't do anything. No one's watching this. And no one's going to think that's
so right now, he just got the call that Angelo is dead.
Yep. and it sort of puts it all together. We got Justin Higgins in the line shot. Was that Justin? Wouldn't that be great if that's the real Justin, but it's not. Some Justin.
You are a real Justin. You're not.
You are a real Justin, but it's just funny that a Justin happened to pop in the chat right at that moment. We're not talking about you, Justin Higgins. Ralphie, great prank calls. But yeah, to your point, Matt, prank calls were a thing. The people, the P&Ps that we talked about earlier on your side, they loved prank calls. Like prank calls were just a thing. Like you just did it. Monty loved prank calls. He was like a dude that made them all the time. Wow, I one-taked over there, Matt, and I was like, wait, is that
was your girl Livia for a second?
I did. Like that by the profile angle is very Livia.
Yeah.
You saw it, so you see it too.
They could be sisters. We don't know how they're exactly related.
Yeah, they're probably cousins or sisters or some shit like that.
No. But I heard about that thing last night. The old timer was a stand-up guy.
So we don't have any Junior, but we do get 3 Pauly episodes in a row.
They're not big Pauly episodes, though.
Justin Higgins says, Ralphie taught me how to make pasta correctly. That is a big scene. The thing that I use from that is put the pasta back in the pan, you add a little bit of sauce, you mix it in, and then you put it back into the major sauce. It really does.
So when's the last time we've seen this dream sequence? Because it starts off wild.
It's been a while, Matt. Like
just wait. Wait till you see how it starts.
Oh yeah, she's like riding him, and she like trips out.
No. Don't talk. Just wait.
Don't talk.
Just wait.
Just play drums. I'll let Pauly Walnut show what's going on here, and I'll play some drums.
Here it is. This is where it starts.
Let's do this.
Is that what you want?
It starts with, "You want me to suck your dick now, baby?"
Yes, Matt.
Well, that's what she says.
Oh, that's what she said. Oh, no, I'm kidding. Oh, no. What the fuck? That fish lips motherfucker's in bed?
Tony, so lonely.
I'm so lonely.
I miss my wife.
There's some more shirtless Gandolfini for you.
Yeah, and I got to say again, he's looking good.
She was everything for me.
Underused character in the overall scheme of the show was Carmine Sr. I feel like it would have been cool to see more
I
of
also
him.
assumed he was like dead in real life, but here he is in this scene.
Isn't that a funny thing about television characters sometimes? I hate to say it. Like, when they die in a show, sometimes you're like, is that person dead in real life, too?
Well, he was old enough and frail enough in the show.
Tell him you ain't seen me.
Fair.
Tell who? The man upstairs.
It's a great dream sequence because you never know when it's over.
No,
And they keep bringing in. They keep bringing in all these tiny little other things from the world, so that which is very much like a dream. There's all these like honeymooners references, which are very much Steve Buscemi.
And then there's these callbacks to characters, but it also is disclosing information that are actually happening in real time in the world. Because I believe we see the Tony B murder. We don't actually see what really happens, but we see this perspective of Tony B killing them. So somehow Tony.
And see, right now, not knowing it out of sequence, you think he's talking to Melfi right here,
and he's talking to what's her name? He's talking to his ex-girlfriend, right?
And it even says, what's funny, right there, I have closed captions on. It said Melfi as the person speaking.
Oh, it didn't say Gloria?
No, it said Melfi, which is wild.
I love this actress, and it's great to see her. She's my favorite of Tony's Gumars. If we're thinking about all of them as a whole, just a great actress, great character. She kills it in everything she ever pops up in.
She also steals every scene.
She does. She really does. And everything she's in too. When she pops up in other things too, she steals scenes. It's just something this actor has. Yeah, one of these days there's the honeymooners reference.
I remember when you hit me, it was like pow to the moon.
Don't get me steamed, Alice.
And then you jumped the shit out of me.
Yeah, Ralphie did tell me I should have taken that blue pill. Very good point, Haymaker. And that's David Chase's voice on the phone in that last scene. I did not know that. But there's some great...
Sometimes what happens here is I take the
In this throwback right here, to 2 episodes ago.
Yep. And I forgot it was with her.
And she says this.
I don't have any children. I died too young.
No.
And then you're like, oh, well, maybe the dream's over.
My cousin doesn't.
The look on his face.
Yeah, and it
My
goes
cousin doesn't mean Gleason.
it goes into smiles and shit like that. It's such a weird sort of situation. And then that's such a cool, quick cut.
Are you ready for what you have to do?
Don't sweat. I did my homework.
So weird. So trippy. So that almost looks like the previous dream episode. When he's in the car and all the dead people are in the car. Or is that this scene? Oh no, this is the scene. He talks to Milfy about this later.
Not that I'm fine.
Ralphie pops up here too, right?
You get sick of the vaccine.
Pussy and Ralphie. And the little worm comes out of Ralphie's head.
No, that's not this episode. No worm.
No, douchebag. I realize I'm dreaming.
Oh, Mikey.
But like, he's at this point where he realizes he's dreaming too, which again, this happens at this point in your dream sequence.
Oh yeah, okay, I'm remembering I know now what I'm remembering where he says is Artie okay when he's talking to Carmela. Because he had a dream and everyone in the car was dead except for Artie. It's kind of weird that Artie pops up in that dream. Is this when he's on a horse? You can't,
Not yet. Well, you gotta wait for it.
you can't be on a horse in my house, Tony. I am still here. Sorry.
Jesus, you scared me. And you're not even ready. We gotta meet Finn's parents.
Why didn't you wake me up?
Is that how you gonna dress?
My stuff isn't here.
Part of the thing that sells the dream so well, Matt, is the way the dialogue and the way they change up the way dialogue feels in this episode.
Yeah.
And it's very,
You're late. And we should
yes.
go to the course.
And okay, like every line, instead of ending like hard, it ends dreamy.
Yeah.
It was great seeing all of Tony's villains from the previous seasons. Imagine Mickey, Ralph, Richie all in a scene together. That would be amazing.
Filled with this stuff.
It's just this.
I would love to see Ralphie and We've talked about that tonight a few times. I would love to see Ralphie and Richie together.
No, Richie wins all day.
It is your life.
Richie's the scariest person on The Sopranos, hands down.
In some ways, I agree
In
with
my
you
head.
for sure. I agree with you for sure. In some ways,
At least staring at you with those Manson lamps. Oof. You tell me, dude, you're walking down the street, you see anyone from the Sopranos universe walking. Who's the one you're actually most scared to see? And to me, that answer is Richie. Even though I'm twice the size of Richie, I don't want to see Richie.
like the real Sopranos people, like not their actors, like the Soprano characters.
Yeah, the characters.
If I see them all walking down the street, who am I the most scared of? Yeah, like Richie's the one that has the most chance to fuck me up as a civilian.
Paulie maybe, but I don't. But Paulie wouldn't bother. He doesn't care.
No, Paulie would fuck with you, but not like hurt you if you didn't disrespect him.
So now he's watching in the show that he loses his tooth.
Interesting that there's a CRT TV with like widescreen, with the letterbox thing.
Hi. How are you both?
They give Charmaine the huge rack here.
Yeah, they make sure they accentuate her rack, and Tony's watching westerns through this whole time, and this is a very weird scene where we get back Kevin McAllister's dad and his wife Annette Bening. That's what this turns into eventually, right? Yes, Finn's parents are Annette Bening and
Oh, yeah.
Kevin McAllister's dad.
How you doing? Hi, how are you?
I could see how that you could have cast Annette Bening as Catwoman. I don't think she would have done as good of a job as Michelle Pfeiffer, but I can see what they were thinking, giving her that part. Richie's size made him intimidating. I think that in the first scene we see him with Beansy adds to the intimidation
Say it
factor.
right. Say it right. Beansy.
Beansy. Look at Kevin McAllister.
This is such a wild. Like, this is the most dreamlike I think that any of this gets, because
Show them what you have in your pocket.
like she makes him show the tooth that's in his pocket.
Ooh. And then when he turns to her and goes, "You're Annette Bening," or so, whatever
Yeah.
it is.
After Kevin McAllister's dad starts singing, like he starts singing a song the whole time.
It's just so random.
Son of a bitch.
We know all about you, and I think it's great. Well, that's a relief, huh, Tony? Speaking of dead,
It's so weird to get Annette Bening for this. I don't know.
I think
At the time, this is a huge show, and anyone wanted to be a part of it, I think.
Yeah, but it's strange. That
And
they-
she,
whoa, I'm sorry. I got distracted, Matt.
it's a little different than when Adam, the Adam Sandler episode, the SNL skit where he comes and gives the pepper to Chris Farley.
Yes, definitely different kind of distraction. So fucking random.
And the look on everyone's faces while he sings, like they're totally into this nonsense.
This must have been so much fun to play. And he looks even more like Joe Perry in this scene.
Are you serious, James? Original Tracy was in the scene.
I did not know that.
Do you know as what, James? Was she
Like the waitress
instead
or
of
something?
Meadow, or was she instead of Meadow? Maybe.
Ah, maybe it flashed to Meadow flashed to her at one point. I did not know that, but that's interesting. Lady.
Like at this point, she's into the song, as everyone else is, which is the weirdest thing in the world.
I know exactly. They're like, is this where? Oh yeah, this is my favorite part of the dream, where he's like, what?
He already said to you, "You're Annette Bening, aren't you?" Yes, she changed into Meadow, but they cut it. That's yeah.
Huh? Well played by both of them. You know, it's a quick little part as Finn's parents
Yeah.
here, but they're extremely memorable and
I don't want my husband coming out of there with just his cock in his hand.
good Godfather reference right there.
Believe me.
As Artie has a quick little shot right there. And I'm still trying to remember if Junior is anywhere in there. And we see so many of the monitor televisions that keep popping up too. This is very much like The Godfather for those of you that have seen it. I know some of you may think it insists upon itself.
Oh, that feels good.
But this is that was definitely a Godfather reference.
Got a good boy out there.
You gonna be able to come through on the thing?
And I love how he kind of transforms into his former character right there.
Yeah.
Like even the way he's talking to him right there, he's no longer Finn's dad.
Yeah, right. Now they're friends again, which again would all make sense in a dream universe.
I think Junior's here for a sec. No, okay, so
You're obsessed with Junior being here.
I am. I feel like I remember Junior for a second, but it could be one of the other dreams. You're right. And this is weird too, because we never actually see or hear the details of what exactly happened.
Why didn't you stop him?
Like, is this what really happened? And why didn't Tony B
No.
finish the job?
No, because there's no Bill Leotardo here. So this lets you know, though, that at this point he's worried about him clipping Phil, not about
Yes.
clipping Billy.
And that he had a read on Tony B in the former scene
Yeah.
that we saw that we didn't realize. He had a subconscious read on Tony B that Tony B was upset because he realized that
But he also didn't know at that point. Tony didn't know yet. Tony
Soprano didn't know that Angelo had died.
Right.
Frank Vincent's hilarious there.
Before I can get up.
Tony?
You're really dead. But I got kids.
I wonder why they chose to cut Tracy there. Were they afraid people wouldn't remember her?
I don't know.
Wasn't that Tony dead? The guy you were supposed to catch to prevent this?
It seems like a weird choice to like film it and then decide to take it out.
I guess not.
Maybe it was too weird. Maybe it was too like over the top that Tracy was too much like his daughter. It also wouldn't have fit with.
There's something fussy about him.
I don't know. We do get the horse soon, though, Phil. So
Yes, I believe it's the next scene, right?
I don't know. We get a little something extra creepy first.
As Tony runs away, it's suddenly nighttime. He's running through. Someone's shooting at him from a window. It looked like Richie for a second. It wasn't, but it looked like him.
Oh, maybe that's where you saw Junior. I'm kidding.
Fuck off. Junior.
I love the blood. I love the bloodhounds there too. That's
hunting him out as Tony's running for a car.
little Cool Hand Luke or any other movie where they have bloodhounds.
He follows Artie down a dark alley instead of getting into a car, and suddenly he's in a car.
Oh, and I was wrong. It's not here yet. They're in the car first.
I'm wiped out.
Is it Richie and Gigi?
I think I definitely saw Gigi. Was it Richie?
I don't know. Maybe Richie changed. There we go. This is what you wanted first.
Oh, I wanted this all the way.
Don't tell me those carriage rides. I'll go away.
Oh, God, Tony, it's so much better than when we were kids.
See what I tell you, best, huh? Oh, she likes it when you rub her muscle.
She likes it when you rub her muzzle.
You can't keep the horse in the house, Tony.
I want to come home.
There are some non-negotiable conditions.
Like what?
You can't have your horse in here.
Why not?
The smell and shit all over the place.
Clean up.
I love how they play it so earnestly. The smell, you can't have the shit all over the place. Just when I think I'm out, they pull me back in.
You're the one who brought it up?
Interesting. Yeah, that's one thing I never knew. I think that's really cool that she changed to Meadow and then changed back. I actually would have liked that touch.
Check this out.
I mean, I guess it's probably about that they made, even in that episode, it was clear, but it was still vague enough, the comparison that with her and Meadow,
They're the same age. Yeah.
but they probably felt like it was a reach that people would have necessarily been like caught that or known who she was.
It also takes away from it, but it also takes away from like the surrealness of like the fact that it's Kevin McAllister's dad and what's her name make no sense.
Yes.
Where it would make sense for Tracy to be there from like previous things, like Tony thinking of her as a daughter, etc.
Oh, I forgot about the coach. What's his name? Coach.
Oh Jesus Christ! Yeah.
Coach Hoffa or whatever his name. Coach. What the fuck's his name? Did you ever? And then Carmel. The fucked up part of all of this is I'm gonna spoil the ending here, but this all leads into him waking up after he talks to Christopher and calls Carmela, and she says, "Oh, you had one of your coach whatever dreams. This is a reoccurring dream that he has."
Yeah.
That's how he knows he's dreaming. It kind of connects to the beginning part of the dream where he's like, I know I'm dreaming because I've had this dream before. I mean, I bet the Tony B part.
Yeah,
of it
but Phil, even I don't know if this is what it's like for you, but there's times when I've had dreams where I know I'm dreaming, and then I progress in the dream and I no longer know I'm dreaming.
No, fair for sure. Do you have you had reoccurring dreams? Times in your life where you have like the same dream come up a few times?
When I was not really. When I was a kid, when I would get sick, I would kind of have the same dream. My sister, that you know, the one you know well, she used to have the same dream every time she got sick too. But that's the only thing I can think of that I had a really recurring dream.
Oh, that Sorry.
Shut up. There are certain things I dream about a lot, and there's other ones I don't. I dream about where I used to teach all the time. It's the only job I ever dream about.
And no, I was just going to say that I actually bumped into your step dad and your other sister the next day after seeing you.
Lucky you.
Yeah. I'll tell you about that off air. There was a comment. There was a comment.
From you or him?
Him.
I don't even want to hear it. I don't.
It wasn't that bad. It was just like. But I'll talk to you about it when we shut off. We're almost over here. But it was funny. Like my dog met Elise's dog for a second. And I think there was like a, we both smell. Like.
My dog.
Yeah. There was a moment where they both looked.
Because we were. She was over that house the night before, and we were on a dog hike. That day
Yeah. So I think there was like a moment where like we didn't even recognize each other on the beach, and then the dogs recognized each other. The dogs were like looked at each other for a second.
Oh, great. Buko? Yeah.
Buko? He was the worst one of all.
Oh, you know everything, don't you? I suppose you blame it on your...
It was very quick. It wasn't anything intense.
It's fine. I feel bad for you.
No, it's fine.
Of course, even better.
Well, my family was different than other kids.
Or I'll talk to you. I'll talk to you about it in a few minutes.
I know. Why do we have to keep mentioning it?
Because I could be misinterpreting it.
Was Annette Benning there?
Yes.
Oh God, I wish. Then I wish I was there.
Yeah, she was hanging out with Elise.
That's it,
I see you on TV.
Oh, yeah?
Some show you put on. 5 o'clock news.
Then you realize I got nothing to apologize to you for.
The gun falling apart here is such a dream thing.
Yep, and just the fact of having like the dream of your old coach like this.
Yeah.
Do you?
Well, what?
Have a wife?
Yeah, she's got the big house.
Yeah, Carmela basically saying you can't bring your horse, you can't bring your affairs back in the house. Exactly. Everything in this dream sequence definitely does have a meaning.
I told you many times, Anthony, you were special. You had smarts, personality.
It's weird because he never had the makings of a varsity athlete, though.
He didn't, but could he have been a coach?
And now look at the stress you live with.
Says he had the makings to lead young men.
Yeah, he could have been. He maybe could have been a coach. You're not prepared.
You're not prepared.
That's the other big dream part of this. Like, there's so many parts of this that feel like real dreams. That part right there, even though
Oh yeah.
but like feeling like you got something simple in your hand, you dropped it, and you can't quite tangibly grab it anymore, is very dreamlike. And finally, he's up. As he gets, is it a voicemail from Christopher?
Oh no, you wait. Nah, he gets the old more shirtless Tony. Oh, this is your dream.
He's
You're really into the shirtless Tony.
You give me a Edie Falco butt scene and a little Olivia. I'm in heaven, Matt. Where's the back?
God.
Where's the back here? Did he shave it? Maybe he's a single guy, so he shaved the back hair. It's noticeably gone.
Yeah.
We're sorry to disturb you at this hour, Mr. Petraglia.
Petraglia.
Mom's body to see you. He says it's urgent.
Oh yeah, if I remember this correctly, Christopher is taking major joy in this, or maybe it's not Christopher. Is it Polly? No, it's Christopher.
Oh no, it's Christopher. He's taking major joy. He's also taking the Toblerone.
He's like, ha 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 ha, ha. Tony B, our cousin fucked you in the fucking face. Yeah, see, in my memory, I can flab this one with the other Big Dream episode, where Tony's sick and throwing up and stuff.
Sorry to get you out, but I knew you'd want to know right away.
Know what?
No, what?
Tony B took out Billy Leotardo.
I love the look. Christopher, you need to know right away because I couldn't wait to fucking tell you.
Phil got winged. He's in the hospital. TB went ape over Angelo. Phil is holding his little brother as a kid's dying in his arms. Blood all
Should have killed Phil first, Tony B.
Jesus.
Yeah, absolutely. Tony and Artie go back to high school as friends. That's what Tony's protective of him. And also, he's the one person that he actually considers a real
That's his
friend.
friend outside of their world.
It's his like hold on to. Oh, I'm friends with Artie. Like I got a real friend. I'm friends with Artie. Right there, that line, Tony B. Too poor guy.
We're all fucked. I'm here for you, whatever. I know that.
Christopher. I hate to say it, but again, Christopher's so secretly happy.
Nice, sweet thing. Anyway,
I love this move. This is something fat me can get behind right here.
Oh, by the way, can I have that?
did I eat that?
It's such a weird thing, like the Toblerone, like that's what he wants.
Those little things that makes The Sopranos all that more interesting is those little moments like that, though. And like Christopher's also happy. He wants something to celebrate with. As Tony looks out to the world knowing that he's got a lot of shit to deal with from this one. He's fucked. And his only hope in this situation is Johnny. Because, again, my brain's auto-correcting to immediately Phil's in charge. But no, there's a long period of time that goes by between now and when Phil becomes boss.
Yeah, I mean, Phil has to lose all respect for Johnny Sack as a man at some point.
Yeah, at the wedding.
does.
It's at the wedding when he like cries. If I remember correctly.
Yeah, which Phil, for you and me, two bitches that cry all the time.
Oh, dude, they'd lose so much respect for me.
Having said that, I don't think anyone has respect for either one of us as men or anything.
No, that's the kind of the point, right?
Yeah, cry away.
Exactly. I am what I am, Matt. So he wakes up Carmela here at the crack of dawn, and they have probably one of their most natural, connective conversations they have in the entire series. Like, it's one of those moments, and it happens a couple times. I think it happens more early on than later, that you can actually see why they got married. Like,
But she's also the only person that knows about his Coach Molinari. James.
That's what I'm saying. The shared history. Like, she grew up. She knew Coach Molinari. Like, they went to the same school. She knows exactly who he is.
And I mean, that's kind of a common theme throughout the entire show is Tony trying to find someone that can, like, you know, he does it to Hesh.
Yep.
He calls. He does it to Tony, to his cousin. He calls him up and tries to, like, hey, I'm thinking of doing this. And Tony's like, yeah, okay, have fun. Like, great, do whatever you like. He calls him at 2 a.m, telling me he's thinking of getting an ice cream or whatever the hell he says he's about to get. And he's like, yeah, great. He's looking for someone to call at 2 o'clock in the morning. And it never really works out except for
Carmela.
It's like 4 o'clock in the morning, except for this.
Yeah, this is the moment where obviously they know that they're getting back together. Oh, my back. Oh yeah, it's even just in this episode. I thought it was a few episodes down the road, but fishing if she had a date, Tony. So as they connect, and they both, unfortunately for different reasons, Tony realizing he is finally cut through and he'll be back together with her soon, and her realizing that she's lost the battle of wills and she'll be back together with him soon. I think there's very much defeat in Carmela's eyes in that moment. Like,
I think that Finn and what's her name getting married is also contributing to that.
Yeah, and she's just like, there's no getting out of this anymore. And that is the end of our show. And yes, that was Richie. I just saw his name in the credits.
Yeah, I saw it too.
So let's take a couple more comments, and then we're going to end things because I don't want to keep Matt too late here. Christopher is rubbing this in Tony's face that Tony B messed up. I agree with that. And Tony thinks he can use his friendships with Johnny Sacks next episode, but Johnny isn't falling for any of that. Absolutely. Let's end this poll right now too. End the poll. Oh wow. I'm feeling like not enough people know who Joe Perry looks like in our poll.
I agree.
Granted, we didn't have too many votes, but in the votes that we had, 67% say Shaggy and 33% say Joe Perry. He looks more like Joe Perry, personally. I think the hair definitely is Shaggy, but the face is Joe Perry. So our final 2 episodes, Matt and I will be back sometime in June or July, like sometime this summer, to do these final 2.
Which is what? We're just skipping over May?
Oh, yeah, I guess we can do it in May. You want to do something towards the end of May? Perfect.
We'll see.
Let's see. So, yeah, I'll touch base with you. Maybe we'll do something like the week after my birth, like the weeks of the 20th and stuff like that. But we'll be on doing the final 2 episodes of season 5.
2 huge episodes.
Huge. I feel like as much as these 3 episodes had some stuff, Matt, that we can talk. Like, there's so much more to talk about in the next 2 episodes.
Long-term parking is like it's a top 5 episode.
It's an all-time. And I remember the final episode of the season 2. I forget what it's called, but being a huge episode as well.
Yeah.
Okay, Matt. Anything else you have to say about these episodes that you can get a chance to say tonight? I mean, I think we talked them out pretty well.
Put me on the spot.
But
I think we did too.
But I'll say it one
No
last.
Junior for 3
No
episodes.
Junior for 3
Wild.
episodes. Very weird.
Hey. No AJ for 3 episodes?
I think we see him once in the first episode. Yeah, we definitely see AJ. We see AJ at a couple points. We see him get out of the car, going into the house at some point in these 3 episodes. I remember clearly seeing AJ, but no like real AJ. But no Junior at all. Like not even a single.
Not a mention of him.
No. Which is where I don't know if this is the longest stretch in time on the series without Junior. It feels like it. 3 episodes feels like the longest stretch without Junior.
Yeah, I think the ones we did before this, there was a lot of Junior because it was the ones where he was going to
the funeral. Look, we haven't seen him since he had the breakdown at the funerals.
No, the next episode he calls up in ruins the birthday party for what's his name?
Yes.
Because the last episode we saw this was Hugh's 75th
in Camelot.
Party.
He was in Camelot ruining the birthday party.
No, that's not in Camelot. That's the one after that. In Camelot was first.
Oh,
Marco
Polo.
Marco Polo, yes. He calls and ruins it. And that he's in Camelot too, because in Camelot he goes, "Ooh, that was a classy broad." Remember? And then
in Camelot's the episode he has the breakdown, right? Eventually, I think
so. That may have even been before that. I may be conflating everything at this point. This is the problem when we do these like months apart.
No,
and,
it's because
we've seen
I
all the episodes so many times.
I remember in Camelot, he's like happy Junior. Oh, I met her and I loved her. And I think by the end of the episode, he's like crying and freaking out because there's too many funerals. That would make sense. I believe so. Anyways, everyone, what's a guy got to do to buy you a drink, John Haymaker? Thank you, everyone that's joined us tonight for these. We know these aren't the most crazy chat, but we appreciate everyone that jumps in and keeps these fun for us. I will be live, obviously, on Sunday night with Tony Teflon talking about the most recent episode of From. Very much appreciate that. Appreciate all your views and watches on my spoiler video I put out as well, too. So we will be back. Matt and I will be back in sometime in May to talk about the final 2 episodes of
or
season
June
5.
or July,
sometime this summer, to finish off season 5 and surprisingly only have 1 season left to go. Matt,
Phil, you literally started tonight by saying it was really 2 seasons. So
it is, but I still want to be excited that we finally got to the final season.
Yes. We're into season 6, and season 6 is the final season of the Sopranos.
And what becomes the thing that we've been doing the longest in our friendship? Like this podcast might outlast like how long we've been friends. Like this and playing NBA Live at my house might be the 2 things we've done together.
This is longer at this point.
Yeah,
you know,
it is. I know.
Poker maybe if we play poker again. But.
Yeah. No poker game nights, Smash Brothers. You know, that kind of stuff. Anyways, everybody, before I start talking about kicking Kirby's ass out of this stadium right now, I hope you guys have a wonderful evening, and we'll talk to you guys next time. Let me play some damn music. We'll play the fucking song, motherfuckers. We'll be back next time. Later.